Jorunna! Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good time zone to all of you! Hello, 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 hello! I get to wave today, I don't usually get to do that. Hi everybody, welcome in, hello, hello, hello. Let me say hi to everybody first. Hi Quest, congrats on first. Hi Darksec, hi Washio, hi Missy Hide, hi Sneo, hi Rex, hello, hello, hello. Hi Nimby, congrats on the other first. Hi Ketchup, Jorunna, hi White Lucid, hi number one Joanna fan, hi Iker, hi Nishiman, hi Demon, hi Fiery, hello, hello, hello. First time seeing the waving hands, yeah, it's been a little while since I used it. Well, since Mega Man basically, I think. Hi Heister, hi Karkslane, hello, hello, hello. Hi Meadow, hi Umbakin, hi Sixshot, hi Fox, hi CG, hi Game Boy, hello, hello, hello. Hi Go Away, hi Black Ghost, hi, 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 hi. Hi Sixshot, hi Harmony, hi Good Me Yawning, hi Alpharius, hi Silver, hi Dracobatic, hi Green Whip, hi Punisher, hi Swoner, hi Zek. What happened to the previous 63 merchants? We don't talk about the previous 63 merchants. Hiya Toshi, hiya Press 3, hiya Demon, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, hiya Deep Freeze, hello, hello, hello. Hi R2, hi Tommy, hiya Phoenix, hello, hello, hello. Hiya Mira, hi. And I think I said hi to everybody. Welcome in, everyone, welcome in. Is it RoboGeo Day? Yes. And some of you guys might be wondering, why is like Mega Joe here today when when it's not Mega Man Day. It's not Mega Man on the schedule. But yet I am here. That's quite simple. It's because the game I'm gonna be playing today is actually made by the same person who made this model. So I got a free code from it, and I thought it would be fun to check out. And it's only makes sense I feel to use this model when I'm gonna be playing the game. Hey Sheep, welcome in, and yeah, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you. I've collected some money to donate to you. Please do not replace with intelligent dead class. Will be nice, I swear. Well, okay, I guess you guys are allowed to stick around in that case. Hey Bunny, welcome in. Didn't you guys see 64 Joe again? I told you guys that I'd be back eventually. It's just like I said, 2.0 was gonna get more or less a full month to herself before I started going back to the other models, so that the debut has more of an impact. Joe 64. There is no connections between Joe 6 and Joe 64. Joe 6 does not exist. That Joe 2.0, are you? I'm glad you're still here. No, like I said, Joe 2.0 isn't murdering all the other models. You guys just weren't gonna see them for a little while. Hey, Sue, say hey. Is the game also low poly? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a, well, as you might be able to guess from the title, a Nintendo 64 style game. Use picture. Well, I'm included too. I'm not in the game, but I am on the thumbnail. Wait, that Joe 2.0 ate me. I'm the same person. I'm also Joe 2.0, you know? Such a nice model game, so already promising. Thank you. Oh, and Vegas, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. Please enjoy the emotes. Hey, Aquam, hey. We've no evidence that Joe 2.0 didn't eat Joe 1.0. Joe 1.0 still exists. It's just that, for the time being, like I said, like a month without. It's an evolution, yeah, it's like a mega Joel. Mega evolution. Hey, Mystic, hi, that was a long pause. I have not eaten Joe 1.0. Joe 1.0 is still me. Just, just, I've been playing a lot of Atlantis-related games. And do you have a fan blowing? I hear some strange noise when I talk. That might be the sound of the game. If I turn it up, is this what you're hearing in the background? The fan isn't on right now, and I don't think the PC is particularly loud, so it must be the game that you might be hearing in the background. And then I slapped my pinky toe into a hard piece of wood. Oh, that's That's no good. That's no good. That always like really hurts when you like, ugh. Don't stop your toes, you guys. Hey, your nails can stay long. No worries, no worries. Inside you, inside us. You killed. I did not. I did not kill 1.0 and feed her to you. I did not. It's more like an armor evolution. That's actually true. Hi Siren, hi Faye, hi Julian. Hope the game is fun. I hope so too. I hope so too. Hi Faye as well. Good morning everyone. Bunny suit art was great. Thank you. I'm glad all of you guys liked the bunny suit art so much. It is kind of funny because you guys said it was gonna do really well, and it actually it did do a lot better than most of the art I usually post. So you guys were right about that. I guess, yeah. Oh, and Mystic, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. Thank you. Everybody who got one, please enjoy the emotes. As well for the biddies from 6shot, I speak on behalf of the Intelligent Deck class. They only want to consume buns. No way, no way. My client only seeks fair employment. Wait, are you saying the deck class want to be hired? More edgy Joro? I maybe I don't know. Nifty, we need you. Wait, what? And Otaku great for the bunny shoot. It's becoming a lost art. I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah. I love seeing legends, so seeing the background makes me very happy. Well, that's after all, what my low poly model is based on. It's based on legends in the end. After seeing the events of yesterday's stream, I promise to be extra nice for at least one day. Thank you. You're also great for the mecha girls. So many niches unattended nowadays. That's true. I'll be getting back to Mega Man. I still have a goal of finishing all of them this year. Might not happen if Star Force doesn't release soon, but at least the ones that are, at least the ones I still have. I'm still say so. I still say so. I don't really know what Popo means either, Nifty. I'm sorry. I'm just as lost as you are. I will try to be safe tonight. Did you do trombone? I have not done trombone yet, but I do actually have the disc for it. And trombone was probably actually the next one I was gonna play because I finished Legends 2. So trombone, kind of logically, would be the next one from there. Well, I guess Mega Man DOS came in between. And I did consider playing the Mega Man FMV game first, but I think trombone is the, logical next step to go to. Hey, Leroy, hey. I've not been the same since it does with Miss Bishop. Those are false allegations. I swear. And besides, Miss Bishop is dead, so I'm still the same. I think you need to can get to ZX. I already finished ZX. I've already done ZX. I already did ZX. I didn't necessarily do them in a complete release order or anything. More the order that I could get my hands on them. So I did Classic X 0 ZX. Well, actually I did Battle Network Classic X 0 ZX and then Legends. But that's that's fine because Legends is technically at the end of the timeline anyway. So it's not like I was missing spoilers or anything like that. Hey, okay, hey. But yeah, there's not many left. Especially because I already covered most of the spin-offs for Mega Man at this point. But not all of them yet. I know there's a certain one you guys are really waiting for. Don't worry. I have not forgotten. I have the disc. Legends just like Zelda Wind Waker. I think Wind Waker has slightly smoother controls. Well, I'll defend a lot of Legends 1. In Legends 2, I think some of the dungeon design is a little bit, well, it has 2 dungeons that I have some words about in the second game. Hey, old, you were welcome in. Very cool model. Thank you. Hey, Big Red. Hey. You don't like wading around slowly in water? I love when games purposely slowed down the game by 50% to stimulate water walking in the biggest dungeon in the game, and taking several hours to traverse it. Really has been a string of ones. So no. All of them accidents. Am I talking about Trombone? Yes, I want to play Trombone. Because I finished Legends and Legends 2, so it only makes sense to now start playing Trombone. And I do have the copy, even though that's one of the games that like arrived in a case that was just missing the front and was duct taped together, which was wild. Please don't cover your games in duct tape when you send them abroad. Hey, fake great. Hey, mostly favorite for Star Force and Command Mission. Command Mission is the one everybody always keeps asking about. Star Force, I'm still like crossing my fingers that maybe they're gonna like release it normally. So only Bazookas a game's expensive. Yeah, I think Trombone might actually be the most I've spent on a single game for stream. We do not talk about how much I spent on Trombone, even though it was in like a broken case, you know, packaged with duct tape. Can't wait for Command Mission. Oh, who's Marimo? I hope to see Marimo. Sounds cute, sounds cute. $100? Unfortunately more. Maybe we can get network transmission on the GameCube. I do have the copy. I do have the copy of that one. See when Zoe says here and cured. Exactly. You know, I'll even accept the latter one because you're often like more bully than that. So I'll take it. But yeah, no. Unfortunately, to be fair, Legends and Legends 2 were also very expensive, so honestly, those Mega Man games, man, that's why I'm still hoping that Star Fox will get Star Force, not Star Fox. That's why I'm hoping Star Force will still get a collection, so I don't have to buy like all the DS games secondhand. Because well, DS games aren't so bad. They're you know, for a series like Mega Man, especially for multiple of them. And since I hope you get a collection price won't impact which version you choose. Exactly. Because otherwise I might have like wind up having to go with like whichever one's the cheapest on eBay. So 250, you're getting closer there, yeah. I forgot the exact price it was on eBay, but I do remember it was a lot. If you buy it used, then they will at least do it for the good of the world. You know, this did happen several times. But it has not happened for Legends yet, so I think the curse might have been broken. But then again, it did actually happen with all the Game Boy versions, because I bought all the Game Boy games and then they put them on NSO. Like, dang it! You know how expensive those were? This always happens. Hey, B-Meat, hey. Spent 336 for Kodelka Seed. Oh yeah, Kodelka is another one of those like games that like second hand is just so much. Can at least abate some of the taxes. I mean, I guess to some degree. I'm always like really nervous about like doing the various tax write-ups. I've mostly like, you know, done like I always like I know that technically you can, but like I'm a little bit nervous with like the Japanese tax system where I've written off like general costs, like model costs and stuff for like the VTube being expensive, but like when it comes to things like scabs and games, I'm like, can you actually write these off? And I get like too nervous about it. Congrats on the new model. Interesting having game they've built the model with the same modeling style. Looks cool. Thank you. Though I will actually have to clarify, this is not a new model, though I haven't used it since 2.0, and actually technically not since I moved, I guess, because I haven't had the chance to like use it very much. But thank you so much, though. I really like this model. It's very cute. You'll see it again if I'm ever playing Mega Man or like a low poly kind of game. But yeah, so like my model is technically like completely separate from the game. Like this is just, you know, a thing the guy who made the model decided to do. I have nothing to do with it otherwise, but he reached out to all his like low poly children and offered all of us free codes, and I was happy to take it because like in a way, you know, I was making the thumbnail, I was like, aw, the in-game characters, they feel like they're like baby siblings to me. You know, like baby siblings. I thought it's very cute. Biggest pain of buying news is the pain of deleting someone else's save. If there's multiple saves, I always like make a new one and leave the one intact because it feels like heretical somehow. Hey, Polly, hey. Because it's streaming, it's not under your name. You have a job too, so wouldn't that be double? How do you mean exactly in this sense? You are allowed to like earn up to a certain point for like personal hobby things in Japan. And either way, my company allows you to like take part-time jobs and other jobs and freelance as you desire. At the Slovis. See the difference, but blends it very well. Thank you. Yeah, of course, mine was modeled after the kind of like, well, Mega Man Legends styles with like a couple of differences. Like, for example, in Legends, you wouldn't have the articulated fingers. But you know, he basically offered me that I wanted with or without them, but that's where I can like wiggle them a bit more. So, you know, it's like the compromise for like the accuracy on that one, so I can like wave at you. And all that. Oh, and hi, fucker. Hi. Something that I see fast, like one of the characters like an imposter, like a Ditto. This is actually one of my few models that doesn't have a Ditto expression, though. You know, welcome in. Hope you did well. Oh, blah. Hope you're doing well. And hi, fucker. Hi. Mites and arts are allowed to write up anime figures as business expenses. Well, once again, like this is gonna like depend on you know the country you're in, regardless. So check your local tax rules. You know this is gonna differ per country. Ditto can't imposter robots. Well, remember, it's not Ditto impostering me. It's me who like transformed into the Ditto. It's gotta get it the right way around. I'm not a Ditto. Ditto is not me, but I can be the Ditto. That's the game you felt was out of your price pay. Would you consider a donation fund? I mean, I guess, but Ohio, hi Colin, hi, yes, the Mega Man variant. It's still. Welcome in. What is Ditto? Ditto's a Pokemon. It's my favorite Pokemon. So stout. As for things like Throne, I've never had one because it used to be unavailable in Japan. I heard that apparently it's fine in Japan now, but I guess I have never made one before. I always feel very guilty like asking for that kind of stuff, but I mean maybe one day I guess. Hey, GM, welcome in. She was very, only restaurants are allowed to do it with food. Oh, because she was writing off DoorDash. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can't just go writing off anything. Did I mention Lucid in VR chat? No, this is VC Face. I'm using Leap Motion, which is why only my hands move and why it's kind of scuff. And that's, you know, I don't have like a full tracking thing. I only have Leap Motion and like a regular webcam to get it to move. There's no VR chat involved. This is just VC Face. I know people do a lot of stuff with like Warudo, but I've looked at that and it was very intimidating. I've not used it before. Ditto supremacy. Yeah, to everybody who follows me on Twitter, my apologies. I have maybe been retweeting a lot of Ditto. But you have to understand, Korea has like a massive Ditto event right now, and I'm not there. And oh god, it all looks so cute. It all looks so cute, and oh man, did you do it to hide the art? No, just that's coincidence because there's a lot of good Ditto out there right now. Could I flip a bird? I could if I wanted to. What's your social media manager? Ditto. I'm my own social media manager. How rich do you think I am? I have no staff. And I'm flattered that you think I can hire a social media manager. You're allowed to like things. Lapping me on face tracker mod that one guy post was making the rounds. Yeah, that looks really cool. You know, unfortunately I don't have anything nearly that advanced. Hey, Kasa, hi, I got the Ditto holo card. I'm so jealous. The post will continue. It will not end. It will not end. Never noticed this kind of says disobeys. To be fair, it kind of does. Yeah, not intentionally, but that's just, you know, maybe subconsciously. I only have a Quest 2. Rarely use it. Ah, nice though. Hello, Virtuoso. Hey. Can never trust anyone, especially one who's loved Ditto. Are you telling me that? Ditto's #1 fan? You're just gonna tell me you can trust Ditto to like the #1 Ditto fan in the world? What does that mean? Wait. Cute model? Thank you, green guy. Thank you. And nice new saying Ditto Fest upcoming class like, yeah, help me hide the art and being during Golden Week. You know, you guys after all I Ditto. I'm not a Ditto. I could transform into a Ditto if I wanted to, because I am a shapeshifter. But I am not a Ditto. But at 2 Ditto. At 2. But you know, after you guys encouraged me to like maybe consider going to the Ditto festival, like I checked the prices. It's really expensive during Golden Week. Like we like it's, oh my god, it's really expensive during Golden Week. But then I like technically like the week after Golden Week, I was like, I could maybe go on a weekend, just like, you know, a quick Saturday Sunday combo. It's still like at its cheapest between like 30k to 50k, so I'm a bit on the fence because like it's kind of pricey, you know. It's kind of pricey though. I'd really like to. I'm also honestly kind of nervous because I don't know Korean. And I'd be scared of like how friendly is Korean to like, you know, people traveling in English. I don't know any Korean. I'm afraid I get lost, you know. $30,000? No, yen. I live in Japan. That's like I don't know, like yen speak $200 or something. My back still hurts. Oh no! Oh, you got wrestled. Well, I hope you can recover well. Hey, Otto Blacks, I knew. Hey. What did Mom say about my potential vacation in Korea? I actually haven't talked to her about it yet. Like, well, yesterday I streamed all day, and today I guess we haven't called. So, like, maybe I should ask what her opinion on it is. Don't know my mom. She'd probably be kind of like nervous about me traveling alone because she always kind of is about that kind of stuff. Well, I guess I have like one friend in Korea, but like I don't want to impose on her if like I'm coming like by last minute or anything like that. So it would probably just be like a solo trip in the end, which I don't think Mama's luck would approve of as much. But so you can probably get by with English. True. I mean, it isn't Seoul. Technically, the Ditto thing is like somewhere in the center. It looked like it was only like 2 hours from the airport, so it's not like a long trip. But like, should I just go, take a suitcase, load up on all the merch, like leave? Here's a Ditto joke. They say there's it's called Ditto. Oh, like Twitter. Oh, okay. Hey, the funky, hi, Megaman, hi, new log polygame. That's not accounting for hotel prices, yeah. I could probably ask my friend if she wants to go to the Ditto Park. I could, like, ask her if she's not busy with streaming herself, I suppose, but... I mean, to be fair, I actually asked her to, like, pick up all the merch. If I wasn't going to go, but like that would be at her own leisure, you know? Otherwise. Hiya Delsin, hiya Pika, hi. Inform to collab. I mean, I could ask her. I'm not sure if a lot of you guys would know her. It's like Amoria. I like got her the idol tickets like a while back. Hey Jesus, hey, welcome in. If it won't put you in financial difficulties, I mean, I'll probably just have to be like a little bit more sparing with the funds for like a little while, but it's not impossible, just a little bit pricey. I think I heard of her. Yeah, she's a streamer as well. She's very cute, has pink hair and stuff. And the fellow Ditto people will help you on the pilgrimage. She bought some bonfires, must be in shambles. Well, to be fair, that was last year. Yeah, she's the one with VNU. She asked if I could like help her with like the idol tickets because she couldn't like order them outside of Japan because she need like a Japanese phone number. So I like, you know, offered to help her out with like the idol tickets, and in exchange she like offered to like buy Korea exclusive merch for me. I mean, But either way, but I don't want to impose on her either, theoretically, you know. So I'd feel bad, which is like why I'm not quite sure. Like I think if I'd go, like I'd probably, like you guys, I'm kind of shy, so so yeah, I'll see like how expensive it is, like you know, because I'll have to like think of hotel costs and like how nervous I am about not knowing the language at all, yet still buying dittos. I guess you could probably point at the stuff, but hey, hey, polygons are so sharp like the edges of glass shards. My mind's jealous with glue. Oh, oh, thank you, thank you. I mean, I am extra sharp today with the polygons. Never know until you ask. I mean, I guess I can ask if CP willing to like join me at the Ditto Park for like on the day or something, but I'd still, you know, I'd be nervous, but I guess it would be like a little bit more reassuring than just going about it alone, I guess. But at the same time, I wouldn't want to pressure anyone, you know. That's basically how it comes down to. That's basically what it comes down to. Yeah. So that's the Ditto update. I'm so sharp. Are we supposed to hug her? It's only the mechanical parts that are sharp. That's all. That's all. The rest is you know, surprisingly pliable. Either way, we're getting like way off track, because I there's a lump between my necks. That's my tail. That's my tail. That's my tail. It's 1,000 tourists arriving every week that don't speak the language either. True. I guess like not everybody is super nervous either. Am I still smell neutral? Even more smell neutral than ever in my mecha form. You can also see like my logo on the back. You don't usually get to see my logo, which is kind of cool. I mean, you rarely get to see the tail for that matter. It's nice that the logo is on the back though. My cute little beaver tail, yeah. She would definitely want to spend time with you if you visit Korea. Fair. But okay, I'll try to gather the courage to ask. But you know, like no promises. Metal parts don't usually smell, yeah. And spill doesn't seem like it has bones. No, I've never had bones. Tight at work, I cannot do that. I am incapable. I am too much metal. But yeah, so the plans for today are basically to check out the game we've got over there, which is made by the papa for this low poly model. Fun fact for people who didn't know. Same papa actually made all the low poly models for Sonic 3. If you've watched Sonic 3 in the cinema or wherever, I guess, if you check the end credits, same papa, which means I am kind of basically the older sister to Shadow and Sonic, is what I'm saying. Yep, really. You know, which I still think is very cool. I had no idea till that like was released, but it's very neat. The credits look so cool. That was like one of my favorite parts of the movie. Yeah, so I would experience. I mean, to be fair, commissioned him like 2 years before he did the Sonic thing. But it's still very cool. So that means that not just these guys are kind of like my siblings. Shadow is also like a brother to me. Shadow's like a brother to me. Need to organize a donathon? Oh, but I get so nervous doing that though. Hey Kiwi, welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome. You're playing some Retro too. Hope you had a good time. The next good is like an exoskeleton, yeah? I still need to watch it. Well, remember the credits when it gets to the low poly stuff. That's my siblings. Kind of. Heard cheater, I'm Sonic's aunt. Kind of. We can't talk low poly. Oh, you totally can. I'm just like, you know, I have a couple of metal parts on the exoskeleton area. This is a real N64 game. It is nuts. It is a game that is supposed to like kind of, you know, capture the vibe of the N64 area. How many decks do we need to help Joe to the Ditto part? I I don't think I can pay for my plane ticket and eggs, you know? I could have saved Maria, yeah, no, like, you know, I'm different, so I could have managed. Hey, Jalapeno, hey, gonna kick gangs to maximize Sunny and darkness. I will hit Joe and it's hot outside. Yeah, I guess like in this case, you know, my metal parts will be nice and cooling. Will help you cool down a little bit. What kind of ball pen do I like to use? Just for when, like, just randomly a ball pen. I like just like a black one, I guess. Black ink. I'm looking at I have like the current one I use currently is like one that I bought from like one of the Miku festivals. It's orange and it has like Vocaloid art on it. Otherwise I usually just use stuff from Daiso. Quest 64 like art style, yeah. I think they were going for like a very Harvest Moony vibe as well. 0.5 or 0.7, usually the smaller ones because I have like quite tiny handwriting. So it's easier for me to like, you know, write if it's like smaller. Quest is stealing was close to Sonic Device and Sonic Adventure 2. That doesn't really surprise me because that's like the low poly look they were going for. Sonic Adventure 2 is a lot higher poly than that. Should be overeating, especially if being up yesterday, yeah. Oh, like for art, for drawing? Oh, I don't do a lot of traditional arts. Yeah, classic cheap pen next to the expensive promo item, yep. I guess like for art, I don't really use ballpoint pens. I usually like use pencil or like fine liners, which you can like sometimes get from, well, just like any like small fine store for the line arts. So the credits did a great job. Because that's what the movie was based on. I mean, to be fair, the first two movies also went for a more retro look with the credits, so I don't think it's that strange personally. And it's very cool because it meant, you know, there's a somewhat official, you know, Shadow Sonic the Fighter style model. Which just needs, yeah, mechanical pencil I generally prefer because then I don't have to keep sharpening it. Go 164 is also a good comparison. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be playing today. And what I saw is that it's kind of a short game. So I also prepared like a second game, just in case. And potentially even a third game, just in case. Because like, well, if it's short, then it's short. And we'll just move on to the next thing. Is what I was thinking. Miss Ninja Star and Gurumon mentioned. Yeah, mentioned. Haven't actually played that yet. I have some friends who really like it, but second game is me yapping 64. Games upon games upon games upon games. Yep. The second one is from another. I sometimes like get, you know, codes given to me or like devs reaching out. I usually don't go for like game keys unless they at least kind of interest me or I figured something you guys might be interested in. The other one I got was like for somebody who's doing like a Bubble and Bubble kind of arcadey game, which I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. I like Bubble and Bubble. I'm willing to try it out, you know. And if we finish that, we go to UFO 50. Harvest Moon but short. How does it work? I mean, it's not actually Harvest Moon is probably how it works. It's like, you know, an entirely different game, I'm pretty sure. I've seen the Goemon Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I have not. Hey, Sangu, welcome in. Found not Cinnamon mechanical pencil. Nice. For my mechanical pencils, I usually just go Daiso, you know, just the cheapest version. Hey, King, hey, and hey, Jesse. Let me take a sip of my drink, and then we'll go to the gaming screen. You can get everything at Daiso, you sure can. When I first moved to Japan, I think 90% of the palace was Daiso. Like, you know, cheap Daiso goods. Tap. I will tap some more. I actually want another sip. I'm kind of dehydrated. It's been very, very dry lately. You know, I did actually have a really nice, I had like a coupon for like a nice yakiniku place, and I decided to treat myself to a nice lunch, and it was actually pretty good. Very nice, like, you know, Kalbi lunch set. I quite liked it. Even the rice was actually very, very, very yummy. Surprisingly, they actually like added like some extra, you know, fresh seaweed if you wanted to add it as well. Like make your own like impromptu sushi. Had like a little soup, some vegetables, and a salad. Very nice lunch set. Very nice lunch set. Everything starts at 175, so cheap pens aren't a slam dunk. Oh, well, I said there's still 100 yen. But those premium metal classy pens, never back to disposable ones. As long as they're refillable, I guess. I want Harvest Moon 64 parents. We have Harvest Moon 64 at home. Oh no. Hey, Spenny, welcome in, welcome in. Now it's like 50% Daiso, 50% Don Quixote. I don't actually have a lot of Don Quixote stuff. Like Don Quixote, it's like one of those treasure hunting kind of things, but it's like, you know, it's like between trash and too expensive, you know? Like the better things at Don Quixote are kind of pricey. And like unless you're like going for like, you know, for touristy like things like omiyage and snacks and stuff, it's not bad because you can get like a lot of, you know, themed and flavored stuff out of season. But I feel like Don Quixote I just like associate with like cheap Halloween costumes. Not much reason to have like all that much of Don Quixote out. Waiting for school supplies to start for 10 packs $1. Nice, nice, smart thinking. I forgot I went Toki. Hi Cami. Hi. Still need to go back to it's the cute ladies, yeah, and Harvest Moon, huh? True. Just need to see this not lady because they're walking here and everything will get bulldozed. I'm not sure if that's true. Because like I feel you get bulldozed a lot more by like random salarymen inside of the train station. Hi Cami. The way I talk with my hands. I'm a very active hand talker. It's something you guys don't usually get to see on stream because like I don't usually have hand tracking. But it's as big as IKEA. No, IKEA is much bigger because I need space for like all the furniture and stuff. But you know, there's a fair amount of donkey that have like 3, 4, maybe sometimes even 7 floors. But it's not like in a warehouse that like IKEAs are in. Got a few neat pens with the donkey, but I don't know if I browse directly. I mean, donkey has like some fair amount of like high quality luxury items, but that's like out of budget for me, so not gonna get it. Talking fluid in Italian, yeah. Pasta, pizza, wait, hold on. Parmigiano. Hi, Zaki. The one issue is that, like, you know, you guys can probably tell that it often cuts out. It's because Leap Motion is not super good at, like, keeping the tracking, but it's okay. It's just like the Parmigiano. The pizza. Hey, you find a way. Hey. Wait, it's the 06 NPC talking animation. You're comparing me to a Sonic 06 NPC. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Are you curious? Hey. Mechadonkey is fairly big, but IKEA is still bigger. Absolutely. Are you flame and are you curious? Hey. He's right. Wait, is this how Sonic 06 NPCs talk? Please tell me that's not true. That can be. Oh, B-Mate, thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you. Please enjoy the emote day. When you drank the water with no hands, well, that's because when I grab the water, it's like outside of the Leap Motion capture range. And better animated than Sonic 06. I have to load for 30 seconds. It is how they talk. You can't talk. Oh my god, you know, I haven't played 06 yet, but I feel like I should be insulted somehow being a Sonic 06 NPC. They gesticulate with straight arms. Oh. Okay. Well, I'll try not to to loop into becoming a Sonic 06 NPC. Hey, but that is, I look more like a character from Crosscode. I still gotta play that. I haven't played that yet. They always move their hands around and the mode always keeps talking, even though the dialogue is only a few sentences. Okay, I see. Tralala, beware the slug who speaks with hands. Wait, what? Okay. Can I do the Zelda CDI Morshu impression? You want it? It's yours, my friends. As long as you have enough rupees. Now I have enough cute NPC talking animations, yeah? Hey, Psycho, quick send a super chat. If you want me to do more NPC impressions, sure. Lamp oil, whoops, and buns. Oh, rupees, not rupees. Sorry. How many rupees do I need? Rupees. Not rupees. Rupees. Do a full photo cost code on Steam. Oh, it's $1,000. That's a big amount. That's a very big amount. I'm sorry, Buns. Come back when you're a little witcher. Little Whoopies, I never heard of them. Whoopies, no, whoopies. I love the Dutch accent. The whoopies is real. Because it's great, even though I haven't finished the game. I definitely recommend that you play it sometime. Okay. It's the rubies. Sorry. Come back when you're a little rich. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Hey. It reminds me of the Mega Man Star Wars games. Man, I really should get around to playing those. Hello, Anon. Hi. Hey, Lee, welcome in. And hi, Falcon. Hi. I keep getting distracted. There'll be a lot less gesticulating once I grab my controller in a second. You guys will start missing it. CDI cutscenes are so famous now. So made an entire Steam game. Yep. And honestly, I played that on stream and it wasn't half bad. It was basically CDI but playable. But despite the fact that the game is apparently quite short, we do have a game to get to. So the VM4 Navigos, they are quite similar. It's true. Hi, Objective. Good morning. Is this Disco Elysium music? Is there music? There's music? There shouldn't be music on this scene. Are you guys hearing something? Are you sure you don't have a second tab open, sir? No? I think you might have another tab open. Because I turned the music down earlier. There shouldn't be anything to hear. Bun's going insane. I'm sorry, sir. No, it's in your brain. The music is in your brain. There should not be, I heard no music. There shouldn't be any music on this scene. You're losing it. I'm sorry. The eldritch powers have gotten to you. You're losing your mind. I think you might want to hunt for a second YouTube tab or something if you have an OST open in the background. Either way, welcome in. Let's go to the game. Like the love my stream? Thank you. Hold on. Game here. You banged your other toe! Nifty! You only have so many toes. Let some of them go unbanged. Hey, Objective, welcome in. Okay, but here you see it, and as you guys can see, we're taking out the widescreen TV, the very, very rare occasion that we have the widescreen TV over here. Oh, and thank you, Kiri, thank you. Hi, Dysfunctional, hi, Mr. Tease. HD TV. Well, this is technically still a CRT, because this is the widescreen CRT, Mama Slug had back in the day, and I think still has back in the Dutch Palace. Extra wide screen, but it is a CRT and it's like 1,000,000 kilos. It's very heavy. It's really big at the back, it's white. Who's the toe and Nifty's banging the toes. Yeah, this is a wide screen, both in girth and in length and in width and in height, and honestly, like, it's, you know, both wide in the front and the back. It's a wide screen. Very heavy, like 50 kilos or something. I don't remember how much exactly, but it was weighty. Don't miss howling those things around, yeah? That's everything. You're supposed to be say so. If that's your dirty mind. That's not my dirty mind. I'm just talking about the TV. One of the buns has a pitchfork. We starting Civil War? No, I figured like it's a kind of Harvest Moon inspired game. I thought maybe you guys could do some farming and then like sell it or something. I haven't played the game yet, but that's the kind of vibe I was getting. And inspired too much, yeah. You know, convinced my parents to Joe's hip. Hey. When I skip the family had this kind of TV, I miss it. I actually miss it a bit because it's, you know, I played this, you know, the old games good, you know. I don't have a CRT in the new palace at the moment, so my Trinto PDC testing got triggered. Used to have one of those heavy ones, but my family no longer used it, so we gave it to your little sister. Ah, I mean, I'm thinking of like getting one in Japan at some point, just so I can like, you know, play games at the resolution they should be at. You just mentioned Civil War, I just killed a guy. Hey, Civil War is just for practice, not for murder. Harvest Spice. Oh my god, like Harvest June. Wait, come on. If you're gonna say a Harvest Moon June themed game, like, it should be Harvest June. It's right there. Smash Brothers ruined to see it. Art market. Yeah, now they're kind of expensive again. But I'm sure I can find one if I go looking. Could be used as an Avoc tab. That's true. That's true. So you're seeing something so low polygon have so many frames and smooth animation, right? Right? 1-for-1 equivalent exchange. The bunny costume has ended Civil War. It's true. A lot of you guys are well behaved today. Is that what it takes? Like a small bunny costume once in a while to like stop all civil wars. Wasn't very civil. Murder is not very civil. That's what I'm saying. Have you Sir Peak? Thank you. Characters from the thumbnail made me think it was a Quest 64 Holy Magic, which I liked from the art style. I don't think it will be similar. I think the gameplay will be very Harvest Moony. Guys were saying Harvest June? No, Harvest Dune. Gotta get the spice. Gotta get the spice. But yeah, no, Smash Brothers need a lot of those old CRTs because it's less, you know, input delay and stuff. So for competitive Smash, one needs a CRT. So CRT prices really went up with the Smash market. Bingo, I don't want to be pissed. During my mother lane, we had to dwell in the house and... Oh no, the TV fell! Oh no! Hiya Questy, hiya Moe, welcome in, welcome in. Various features kept me up till 5 AM and getting too old. It's okay, we'll be all together today. Harvest Doom, this Doom guy? I mean, I play Harvest Doom as well, but I was saying Harvest June. Where you farm the spice. You know, that's what I was thinking. Either way, let's go give it a try. Let me try my controller. The controller did not work earlier, but maybe once we start the game. Okay, I'll turn the sound up a bit again. For me as well. Can you guys hear it alright? You guys should be able to hear it alright. Maybe Harvest Dooms? That sounds like a... honestly, has nobody made a Harvest Moon Doom watch yet? Because it feels like an obvious choice, but... It feels like an obvious choice to make a Harvest Doom, if you ask me. No, I had the Animal Crossing. There is the Animal Crossing Doom crossover, that's true, but it's not Harvest Moon. Though I guess it's getting a step closer. It's a chance to suggest the first June game. I mean, I'm never gonna play point and clicks again. I can play that at some point. Hey Wizard, hey Faisal. Okay. Here we go. Start a new game. Yes, I have no save data. My dear grandson, I heard you want to be a merchant, like your old pops. Here's a little something to get you started. Go on and become the best merchant there is. Very Harvest Moon-esque like opening. You can see where the inspiration comes from. Okay, how to play. Merchant 64, your goal is to buy items at a low cost and sell them for a higher price. I guess your Animal Crossing comparisons aren't like completely inaccurate. Makes me think of turnips. Capitalism, oh! I should play that on stream at some point. In the shop you can buy and sell items. Each item has a daily price on stock and these values randomized when you sleep. Okay. You can also purchase upgrades from the store. To check these upgrades, you can look in your backpack after purchasing them. Okay. Sleep when tired. Choose the street for free, but risk being robbed. Oh god! Don't pick your pockets! Or stay in the inn with an inn card from the store. We're homeless! Oh no! Oh. I guess unlike Harvest Moon, we have not inherited like a shop or a farm or something. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. This is a harsher town than Harvest Moon. The game looks so cute. I didn't know they were gonna mug me. Every time you rest, price in all towns reset. To check them, interact with the town prices sign. Okay. We're the traveling merchant from Minecraft. Just keep a shank at my side. The font reminds me of beginning of Mario 64. Similar font, yeah. It's a real gritty game, this one. What audience rating is this game? I'm pretty sure this is PG, everyone. From what I saw. You'll need to pay one-time fees to access new towns. Oh god, they've got toll fees. I guess, man, capitalism, oh indeed. Reaching Merchant Land ends the game, so make sure to complete everything you want before going there. Oh, okay, so that's our game end. So $10,000 to be allowed into Merchant Land. Oi, 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 where's your merchandise license, eh? Where's your merchant license? Got a merchant license for that. The mean streets of Sunshine Town, yeah. Man, Acornville sounds so nice, but apparently people in Acornville will like mug you in your sleep, so... You know, looks might be deceptive. What are you buying? Spent all our money on retro games, now we're homeless. I'm sorry, Buns. But it's okay. I'm sure that once we make it to Cashewburg, things will really start turning around. You know, finally get to see how it feels on the other side of the RPG NPC. Look, I haven't robbed that many people in Fallout, that's all I'm saying. It reminds me a bit of Klonoa. Restaurant was not taking off. She paid back for stealing everything. The cruel dark side of a merchant's life. Oh no. Okay. Acornville. Aw. Okay, so my controller does work. Very cute. We're moving a bit slow, but I wonder if we'll get like a speed upgrade or something. Let's see. A big flat screen TV setup? I don't. I have a big PC monitor. That's what I use. Hey kid, I've got a proposition for you. How about buying 5 junk for $1 each? Am I being ripped off? Is there a market for junk? No, this is a cute game, it's a cute game. I shouldn't be so skeptical about like, you know, other people in the game, right? Surely they're not like trying to deceive me. Hey, good to see you, Nova. Thanks, kid. Okay, I guess I bought the junk. Wait, how much junk did I buy? Okay, I bought 5 junk. Okay, it's cutthroat. I think I spent more than $1 though. I think I spent like $9. Hold on a second. Big month to watch yourself get mugged during the night. If you level up the dunk, it might be dunk. Yeah. Okay, but maybe some people will buy the junk, don't worry. Oh, I got some more junk. Okay. Maybe there's a junk market. This feels like a true budge. This is indeed the TV I had in my slug childhood, so... Hey, Colin. How about buying 3 junk for... Oh, okay. I'm not quite sure how to refuse them. I feel like they're shifting their junk on me. Maybe Zero come die, you might need the junk armor. That's still. What kind of junk are we talking about? I'm not quite sure yet. Rate the part verified. Let me take out a mortgage. The stream is sponsored by Philips. Yep, that's right. Okay. Oh, guys. I think I get it. Today, Cashewburg is buying junk for $2. I'm buying junk for $1. We sell it in Cashewburg for $2. Okay, we gotta go to Cashewburg. I'm getting it. Should we search about them selling us junk? Maybe. Oh, cute girl, stuff. Price range from $3 to $8. Okay, so we can buy extra junk here if we want to. I can see Apologians. That's because I'm extra poly today. Thought you said cashew burger. I mean, I would eat a cashew burger. Oh, fast travel. Can travel without sleeping. Oh, without getting stabbed. Without getting shanked and mugged at the night. During the nighttime. I see. Inn card lets you sleep in the inn for 8 stays. Okay, but it's $100, so we might be homeless for a while. Moment's treasure. Your next junk sale is doubled. Resets daily. Okay, so those are upgrades. We can't buy stuff. And we can't buy goods. We can only buy junk. Okay. I'm starting to see how this works. So we have 3 item categories. Okay, rather simple. I think I understand. Shank them out with knife sounds like a ring jackpot case. Oh, it's a gold paintbrush for the junk. Oh my god. Okay, so this... Okay, we can paint our junk gold to scam people and buy paying twice the price for it. That's clever. Is this a fan game? It is. It's made by the same person who did like my low body model, which is why I got a free key to check it out. Gonna need a bigger boat or a bigger bag. Yeah, I will say the golden paint is actually kind of genius. Hey, Squirrel. Hey. Very devious, but you know, in this like junk sells junk society, you gotta do what you gotta do. Buy low, sell high. Reminds me of Neopets. Game to teach you how to scam people. We don't have an inn card. No, we do have to sleep on the floor today. Yeah, this, yep, same guy who also did Sonic Low Polys in Sonic 3. So we take it off Quest 64. Definitely that kind of art style. I can certainly see it. Buy the feature with shirt defense. Wait, he's calling me. It's junk. Are you gonna pay the gold at least? Well, it's well day. Can you buy my 4 junk for $1 each? I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Everybody's just loading their junk on me. But you know, that's okay. Because I guess we're like one of those door-to-door like garbage collectors. I mean, resellers that like picks up whatever items you have in your house. Like the town cleaner, yeah? And the scalper? No, I'm like... Are those common in other countries? In Japan, you often get like pamphlets in your mailbox saying like, hey, on this day we're picking up all your like leftover items you don't want anymore. We won't charge you, it'll be completely free. Like, reminds me of those kind of people. You can get stabbed in this game? No, I'm just joking about that. Actually, I don't know. Maybe you can, but I don't think so. It's, first impressions. The art style is very charming. Nevi just moved here. He says it's amazing, but he can't afford anything. Oh, hello. Your outfit is adorable. I mean, can't he not afford anything because everybody's scalping each other? While I prevent myself from telling 10 teasing bully chat messages? I appreciate it, Joanna fan. One person's junk is another man's treasure. It's true. So much junk, might as well call it Junk Town. Okay, my nephew just moved here. He says it's amazing. He can't afford anything. Okay. They do it over there as well. Okay. So the only thing we can sell is junk. This is a junk town. We only have junk. Hey, would you like to purchase 4 junk? Okay, my spouse would be so happy I got rid of these. Okay. I am starting to feel like I'm getting scammed here. Everybody's just like, hey, kids, you want my junk? And then they pick my pockets and take my cash. Well, it's okay. I'll go scam the people in Acorn Town. Feels like no one wants to buy junk. Yeah, so far it's all me buying it. Nobody actually buying my junk though. I'm just selling. It's 2 days news where the entire capital does it. Yeah. No, it's the same in the Netherlands. Actually, yesterday on Queen's Day, it's like nationwide garbage sale. I mean, garbage sale. Hey, 40. Hey, I found this. Hey, stop listening to us. Oh, did they kill me? Oh god, I was... Okay. No, I thought that I was over, like, you know, listening too hard. And I thought they stabbed me. I think I just accidentally left the town when I was walking away. I now have no money, but that's okay. Well, I can't go to Cashewburg. Oh, so where am I gonna sell things? I guess I can go to the wilderness. Okay. Would you like to buy this soggy tissue junk for 1 money? I'll take it, and I'll sell it. Okay, is there anything I can grab in the wilderness? If you're a little tired, you should rest before you travel further. Okay, bad news, you cannot afford the taxi in town. I'm broke. Why is it your first thought? Well, I know they can mug me in my sleep. These people are dangerous. You know, clearly this is not like a regular town. Can you be evil? Well, I will be evil when I sell everybody the junk for double price. Okay. Doesn't seem... Oh, here we go. Got some junk! Ah, yeah. Gonna be the cleaner of the forest. Nah, it's probably pretty normal. Okay, some extra junk. I guess this is free junk. In case you ever run out of money because of bad business investments. You can find some free junks in the forest. Am I volunteering to do some cleanup? Yeah, someone's gotta do it. Turns out I didn't even need to buy the junk. Well, the funny thing is, I'm not sure if that's like an oversight in the programming, but I didn't get the option to refuse any of the town people. You guys may have noticed there was no whenever they're like, hey, you wanna buy 5 of my junk for $1? They just removed the money from my wallet. I'm becoming a junkie. No! I'm becoming the junkman. It's okay, we're stimulating the economy. Okay. At least we're cleaning up the local area. Maybe someone will pity us and will make a sale. I was too shy to say no. It's too relatable. Okay. Let's let that start again. Leather. Junk. Okay. Let's go back to Acre Village. Should probably head back to town now. Is that not town? Okay. Okay, well, it's a new day. As the price has changed. Oh! Okay, the price have changed. This is the time I can scam everybody. Okay, which one of you guys wants some of my junk? Hey, would you like to purchase for junk? I don't have money. I don't have money. How do I sell things? I sell things to you. Yeah, I can sell. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sell. Sell. There we go. Here we go. Buy low, sell high. Buy high, sell low. No, wait, no, other way around. And we are reading a letter from the kid's grandpa or something. We can get like 64 in the game. That's true. That's true. Okay. But I don't think there's much else you can do currently. Because these people have too much expensive junk right now. So I should probably... Oh, should I rest again? Really? Like, I don't think there's any point in, like, buying from them right now. Phillips, yeah, it's the classic. Gotta deposit things in the bank. I think so much... This shady town, I bet it's those annoying kids that mugged me during the night. They stole $10 from me. I don't have the money to stay in the inn. Dang it, is it these kids? Oh. Accidentally left town. I was gonna like... was gonna accuse the kids. The leaving like areas maybe a bit too tight there. Hey kids. Found this junk in the woods today. Did you steal my money? Did you mug me in the night? Stop listening. It's bet it's these kids. They're hiding something. Sleep on a rock outside? Yeah, we're homeless, unfortunately. Well, maybe we can buy a house at some point. Hey again, feel like we just stumbled on Radiator Springs from cars. Okay, well, it's still... The prices today are still too expensive. Because these guys are just gonna... Got a proposition for you. How about buy 3 junks for $1 each? That's actually a good deal. That's a good deal. $1 of junk. I could sell that. My last name just happens to be Mugger. Don't accuse me. Is that so? Tell it to the court, buddy. Well, now we ended up here. I guess we were just drifting with like our buckets full of junk. 88 Springs was full of upstanding people. That's true, they were a lot nicer. Can I please buy 5 junk? Oh, I don't have enough junk. I don't have enough junk. Blast him with my robot arm. Should neither offer him just walking away? I think that's the one way to do it, is to just walk away, because then it restarts the offer. Okay, anybody else? About buying 4 junk? No. Okay, I think that's how you dodge him. Mug son. Blast him with my robot arm. I mean, I technically can. Check it out. I do have a blaster. Pew, 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 pew. This game really came out in the N64 era? No, it did not. Like I mentioned before, this game came out a few weeks ago. It was made by the guy who did this model as well. I drops the Zenny. Are we sculpting junk? We sure are. But I don't have enough junk to sculpt today. Oh, people keep robbing my stuff. That was just a chance. Oh man, they keep going through. They're not stealing my junk, they're just stealing my money. It's because nobody wants my junk. No worries, it's fine, Virtuos. But yeah, this is not an N64 game. You might be able to tell from the graphics. Though this is that kind of era, you know, style. Like N64 couldn't have been this widescreen, or usually wouldn't have been, and it's also a lot crisper. People are very good at making the period correct retro games now these days, though, yeah. Wonder if you get robbed as long as people are around. Not sure if people can leave, though. Okay, that's the days. Do the days switch? Oh, now it's expensive everywhere. I mean, I guess I can sell some more junk. But I'm wondering if it's like unwise to sell too much junk. Because it seems they're not robbing me of my junk during my sleep. But they are during the daytime. You know? It's a bit of a mystery. Same for $100 for 8 nights, so in a way you may lose less getting robbed. But like, $100 for 8 nights, that's like... If I'm getting robbed for like 10 hour average per night, it's like... Yeah, no, like it's true. The inn might actually be a worse deal. Could be stray raccoons. There we go. It's fine, Virtuoso. You don't have to apologize. It's fine. I already forget. It's cool. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside that trunk? We've never even held 100. No, I'm guessing it's one of those games that like starts slowly. Where you have to like slowly build up your junk. And then like get to the better places to sell it. My junk in the trunk. Yeah, Joey's junk inside that trunk. There we go. There we go. Hey, Bacon. Hey. Gotta go drive by some safety equipment. Well, oh, bleh. I was gonna say well done, but you haven't done it yet. Good luck, good luck. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well. There we go. It's an honest living. You know, somebody's gotta do it. You know, it seems that like at least when we're in the forest, people don't mug me. So maybe like hanging out in the forest is the way to go. Maybe like getting my... You know, maybe getting my junk in the forest where I don't get mugged. Since Mega Joe's a trunk literal. I suppose it might be. The stunks are rising. Oh, I guess like I get... Okay. I guess like it takes a while for the junk to recover. Because there's not a lot of junk now. Gonna get mugged by the squirrels. Okay, well let's see. Merchant was stabbed by a bandit. Is this a function of a junk-based economy? It seems so. It seems only people here got junk. Might be accused of littering, but I'm picking it up. And I pay 3 times for $3 each? Ah, here's the future. Okay. We gotta get the junk stunks rising. Really sculpt junk. $3. That's a good junk trade. Maybe it could be a future dump in the forest. True. Feel most people are kind of excited in games more than AAA games. It's because like indie games, like I feel kind of have the aesthetics that everybody's nostalgic for, like this one. Because it looks very pretty. Would you like to purchase 5 junk for 2 each? Nah, that's a scam. It's the $1 junk kind of society we got over here. I'm gonna buy it for $1? No way. The junks. Please. That means buy 2 junks for $1. No. You think I'm running a charity over here? Think I'm running a charity in here? No. This is junk. The junks. The junk stonks. They're at $2 minimum. Oh, you look adorable. Thank you. Would you like me sold 2 junks for $2 each? Yes, I can do that. There we go. Some indies are very promising compared to big game companies. Absolutely. Ooh, buy junks went really close in the trees. Well, I don't think it's close in the trees. I think it's dumped in the forest by, who knows, shady companies. I don't know. But they said please. Not in this economy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep in the forest where they won't mug me. Got a lot of junk. Oh, dang. I can't sleep in the forest. Oh no. It's too tiresome to go back to the forest. I guess we have to go get mugged during the night. But I have a good, pocket full of junk. So, whenever the price goes up again. Yeah, a lot of games are going back to the good old Pix era. It's actually time to buy 60 more junk. I mean, actually, it's a good day. That's a good point. It's a good day for junk. It's a good day for buying junk. And we can sell it. We can sell it in a few days. Oh, I can buy more. Can I only carry so much junk? Okay, I might have a junk limit in my bag. Because I can't... Oh no, she has a junk limit. She only has so much junk in stock at the moment. I see. I see. This new person at town gathering junk and selling it to random people? How's this supposed to mean? Should we worry? Here's what some of the fish look up close. Honestly, it's like cute designs. Like, this like farmer girl like definitely has like, the Anne look from Harvest Moon a bit. You can see the influence. Yeah, a lot of the retro style games has shifted from like low poly prestige away from the pixel art these days. I would love to see like some of the regular NPCs up close too. Like this girl looks kind of cute as well. Though who knows, she might be stabbing us in her sleep and taking our money, but... Buy high, sell low, yeah. Reminds me of a mobile game. Thought this was gonna be a creepypasta. I think this is... Unless I got completely fooled, I'm pretty sure this is just a regular game. Yeah, the Mario and Mario cosplay is cute. Agreed. Okay, good. We'll be able to sell high today. And this guy doesn't want to talk to us. Okay, I think I bought some junk. What can you say? 2 junks for $1? No, it's not a charity. Please, let me buy your junk for $0. This is a business I'm running. This is to start up the restaurant again. This gives a sort of insane feeling. I think it's just because there's been so many like semi-horror games in recent era that like all go for like the, low poly look. And we've kind of gotten used to them that you just kind of expect it to be a creepypasta. It's just like gotten adjusted. This is nice that like a lot of indie games are smaller sizes too. The horse is gonna be 2 hours in when the markets crash. Okay, but now we can sell some junk at a markup. And look at that, now we finally have over $100. And with $100, could we go to the next town? I think we could get to the next town yet, right? Okay, hold on. Did I lose a gamble to the red boy again? No, don't worry. I will get the restaurant back. Okay, we can go to Beach Town, you guys. Which is written beach instead. It's 2 each. It's not the beach then. Is that like a tree? I forget. Is a beach a tree? Hey, the real horror is economics. Nocturnal horror when I lose it and murder people who keep robbing me. Yeah, it's a beach like a tree. Okay. And oh, look at that. And that keeps it permanently open. Okay, now we got... Oh, we got a new goal, you guys. New goal alert. New goal. Cute. She has freckles. I like freckles. I'm biased. I may be biased. Okay. I mean, we can technically buy a bunch of junk off her today, but let's talk to the citizens first. Can I buy something for you? 2 junk for $1. We don't have junk. No new items yet. I think we have to buy a bag upgrade. Are they related? They do look quite similar. But she has a Luigi cosplay, which I think is intentional. Oh, hey. Would you like to purchase 1 junk? Yes. Okay. Hey, Kevin. Are they on Nathan scamming his little boy? I mean, considering they keep robbing him in his sleep. Possible. Quite possible. Hey, kid. I've got a proposition for you. How about buying 5 junk? I'll take the junk. And this poor boy is gonna like probably get robbed again during the night. Like, look at this. This is like a town. Wait, hold on. Are these like twins? There's a lot of cute ladies in this town. They all have like the same hairstyle and outfits. Oh god, are all 4 of them gonna go and rob me tonight? I'm sorry, there's paranoia. Can you buy my 3 junk? No, that's too much. Okay. Are these people gold? They are quite similarly dressed, except for the freckle girl. Only one barber for every town. Make a ball going here, but the cute tall Nason with the freckles is distracting me. It's true. She also, like, compared to like everybody else in the town who's a bit like, you know, grey monochrome, she stands out quite a bit. Does feel like the shining twins, yeah. Am I whistling? I'm doing a capitalism, I think. It's hard to just buy all the junk so they won't have anything to rob you. I think that's what I'll do at night, yeah. Unless any of these guys still have some. Too poor? Too poor to play with them? I don't get it. Just cause Dad doesn't have a job? Hey, get out of here. I'm trying to be sneaky. Oh, I get you, buddy. Oh, I'm also homeless. I keep getting mugged in the middle of the night. I get you. These kids won't play with us either. I see. Must be an in-style outfit. Yeah, you sell things to people and at night they rob you. It's true. Hi, Wolf. Mom said that his dad lost his job and now he runs around with some weird mask. But honestly, I think he's just annoying. Okay, are we having a hint of a plot? Hey, that weird blue-haired kid's listening to us. Shh. A weird mask. I don't think we've seen a guy like that. Yet. Interesting. Let's keep our... Maybe that's the guy who's robbing us at night. What's the game of clouds? Well, we're a little merchant kid who I believe is homeless. And mostly it's about getting mugged at night. No, I think it's about like, you know, wanting to, you know, do business and make it all the way to Capitalism City. And we're gonna have to sleep here, but it's okay. They won't steal my junk, right? Such is life in negative. Oh no, they stole my junk! Guys, we're not safe if we're broke. They just will steal my junk instead of my money. Dang it. I thought nobody was stealing my junk. Why's the child doing business? It's hard out there on the streets, man. Evil game mechanic. It's so expensive to stay in the inn too. Sell my precious blue hair. Oh my god, it's becoming Les Miserables. Fantine, no. What did you think was gonna happen? I didn't think they... Wait, there's a lady on the roof. And there's a kid in the field. Ah, a lady on the roof and kid in the field. There's 2 children in the field. There's something happening out there. Oh, our junk's gone. Can I buy something from you? 2 junks for $1. No, you have to sell more. Can you help me out? Can you buy me 3 junk for $2? I know I can't. I don't have that kind of cash. We can sell our junk in Acon Film. Okay. Does he have anything on offer? Oh wait, no, that's just that one. So he's not a gravesite. I think we're good for now. No junk inside my trunk. Sorry, but I got nothing on me. Yeah, can't buy anything. 3 junk for $2? That's too much. 2 is the best going rate, yeah. Let's get back to Aiken Town and sell our junk. Hey, Blue. Junk Mafia is aware of your presence. Be thankful I've let you live. Okay. 2 junk for $1? Nah, I'm not a charity. You gotta pay more than that. 2 junk for $3. Now that's more like it. Now I wonder if the NPCs cycle or if it's only like whenever you sell them something. Is there combat? Not that I've found yet, but I see like we're slowly getting hints of plots, so maybe there will be like more combat mechanics or something later. 5 junks for $3? Yes, please. Thank you. Okay. 4 junk for $2 now. You know, that's why I talk to the NPCs. Sometimes they give you a better rate than the going rate. I kind of like how the girl like bends down, like, you know, crouches. You know, crouches to talk to you. It's very cute because you're so short. Okay, can I still get back to the forest tonight? I suppose is the question. No, okay, we're gonna have to We're gonna have to fall asleep and get mugged. Joe cute for 10 money. Surely that's impossible. Nobody would do that. How to talk with short people? Yeah, it's me talking to you guys. Your buns. So until $6. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This keeps happening. I mean, can you buy my 4 junk? No. Not for that price. Just really go to bed, but I'll hang out a little longer. Please stick around a little bit longer, but also make sure you get enough sleep, okay? Just before 5:30. Okay. Okay, a lot of these people don't shift around overnight, is something I noticed. Okay, let's see the prices. Okay, Acornville is still kind of expensive. But I guess like either we can go to the forest or we can like start stocking up in another town. So when they let Capitan, you force them to sell junk for a loss. Yeah. Hey, Casadel. Hi. I think now we can travel back and forth. It's probably most profitable to travel back and forth and buy where it's low and sell where it's high the next day. I assume. Capitan, no Capitan. It's okay, I could still understand what it meant. I'm gonna buy more junk than that. I wonder if it like is worth it to ever buy junk at like not $2 price. Like I'm not sure if like can you like improve your standing with the NPCs or can they, you know, can you get like favor with them? I mean, I guess like there's only so much junk in the store every day. So if you want to stack up on more junk, there's that. Yeah, we're still poor, but it's okay. I'll come back around. Tomorrow we'll sell our junk. Tomorrow we'll sell our junk. Okay, what's the price like today? Okay, beach down. Here we can sell the junk. If you would count on me, I simply wouldn't have any choice but to buy all the junk. See, it's true. Okay, 1 junk for you. Was it the RPG we were talking about the other day? Ars Magica is, I mean, chances are it was probably Ars Magica. That's the TRPG I always talk about. Unless you mean the one that was in my dreams, in which case it was goblins and sledgehammers. And that one doesn't exist. And probably shouldn't exist for the case of safety for everybody else. Okay, but it was Ars Magica. As I thought. Hey, Legendary say hi, you could make it. Well, the problem with goblins and sledgehammers is that it's basically an IRL LARP where you murder people with sledgehammers. So I'm not sure if, like, you know, might get me landed in jail. Love the title. It involves real sledgehammers and attacking the DM, aka the designated mark. Not technically a TTRPG, it was actually a scam. Where they tried to kill the DM. Just use Pico hammers instead. I mean, I did win. But I forgot how I won because that part of the dream remains fuzzy to me. How I got out of there, but... Probably some sort of sacrificial rule. It's quite possible. You know, maybe with Pico hammers you could have like a fun mini game with it, but... Okay, my friend buys some RPG books for me as a late birthday present. Nice. Okay, let's see. Where's the junk? Beach down. Okay, we're gonna buy 64 junk at Beach Town. Oh wait, we can, because I only have so much junk every day. Just roll badly with the D20s. No, they were very clear. There was no dice involved in goblins and sledgehammers. No dice in goblins and sledgehammers. Only sledgehammers. How anything else gets resolved, I think, is by hitting people with sledgehammers. Unfortunately. Okay. About an alternate rule set. Elm books for that at cars racing. Nice. Oh yeah, I'll take the junk. Okay, I think we'll be back up to like 100 again soon, because now we're doing pretty good on junk. Technically, you want to maximize your junks because you can only buy so much junk a day, but there doesn't seem to be a limit on how much you can sell in a day. So it seems like that's what you probably want to prioritize. It's a series of 5 modules. I see. Okay, so let's go to the next day, see where the price is low. I like Luigi's ghost hair. I guess that would be the low ponytail and your cuts. That would be it, yeah. Like, that's the same kind of vibe. Though, the problem with the low ponytail for, like, the way she has it, let me try and show it off a bit more, is that, like, on a nice deep model, you might not see it a lot. And doing TTRPG on motorcycles, there are modules for that. Okay, so this is where we can sell today. Oh, I accidentally bought a bunch. If you want to sell, here we go. First time I found an online store that had the second, third, and fourth on sale in addition to 20% off. Ah, nice. Looks like they have buns in the back too from this angle. It like might even be like either a big bun or like two ponytails. It's a little hard to tell. They did not have the first in stock. It's okay, I had to sell anyway. And because it's like equivalent exchange, so accidentally buying something doesn't really matter because you can sell it back for the same amount. It's kind of generous in that way, because you'd think they would like upsell the junk price. But it seems to be equivalent, like both the buy and sale, which is kind of generous, I feel, because they could really, you know, scam you. Oh, I mean the first book in the series. Oh, fair. Oh, okay. For like the racing one. I mean, it's usually not that hard to find like the books online. Okay. Glad someone's updating the stock market in the wellness. Yeah, you know. Need to keep track of these things. When you start buying the more valuable junk versions too. Now let me actually double check Luigi's store, because I wonder if she's the one who's selling the bigger bag upgrades. I wonder if she's the one that sells the bigger bag upgrade, and if I can get like, you know, the better junk from her. Because I didn't see a bigger bag in the other store, but let me check with the lady. Yes, she does have the bigger bag. Okay, the bigger bag is $300. In is 100. Magnifying glass lets you find more junk in trash cans. This poor child. This poor homeless child. Here, little kids, take this magnifying glass. Go scavenge like a little raccoon. Have you no mercy? Have you no mercy? Someone save this child. Someone save this child. Oh. I don't even need it for the trash can, right? His eyes are failing. He's been mugged so many times in his sleep. They stole his sight. They stole his eyes, and now he cannot see. This poor kid. At least you don't have to pay for food. Now I'm just eating my junk every day. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. No way, Jorunna. Yep, I am boring. Stole his appetite too. They know where the junk, but they won't do it. It's a kid's job. Only kids have to collect the junk. And, you know, leave the collecting content to the homeless child. Start taking real vital things when we run out of the junk. Oh god, I'll take his kidney. We better never be broke. Oh, let me give you a meow. Mentioned this, but I went to a house where Dungeons & Question was created. Oh nice! Did they have like a museum or something? Or that kind of thing on display. Okay, let's get some forest junk. You know, nice thing about the forest is that you don't get stabbed in your sleep. Maybe it's time to return to nature. Where they don't mug us at night. You know, for such a cute, idyllic game, there really is a lot of mugging. Not a single day. Where they didn't steal my stuff. Green Snake, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's an expensive day. Expensive kind of day. It's a local museum, but they are closed that day. I see. Return to junkie, I mean monkey. I mean, I'm sure like once we have enough money for the bigger bag, that's probably when things start speeding up. That seems like the kind of pattern they'll probably go for. There we go, buy some junk. When anyone owns the house has free tours and was out of town. That's a shame, that's a shame. Hopefully you get a chance to like do a tour some other day then. Hopefully you got a chance to do junk for $1. Okay, at least today is a good junk buying day. It's a good junk buying day, you guys. Means we can immediately sell it. Okay. Here we go. One day we'll have the bigger bag, but for tonight we must get robbed. I think all things considered, it's still probably not worth it to... Oh, $24! Oh god, the muggers are getting more aggressive! I was gonna say it's probably not worth it to sleep in the inn, but if they're gonna start stealing $24, oh my god! Oh my god, no! Oh god! They're getting impatient, they're coming after my kidney! Maybe it's a percentage! Oh god, if it's a percentage, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, we're gonna have to start sleeping in the forest again. Okay, Beach Town is the one with the junk. Let's go to Beach Town and buy some junk. Because they have the cheap stuff today. Man. Life isn't easy for a child. Life isn't easy for a child. Yeah, get it done. Oh god, it's... Okay, so that's one... This one box is kind of unfortunately placed because this is the second time I accidentally went to bed when I was trying to inspect it for junk. And like that's, you know, that's probably something that should be fixed. Because, you know, you wind up like losing a night and getting robbed because of it. Because they take the money too. Yeah. Would you rather risk being eaten or risk getting mugged? Yeah, it took another 20. So that's probably something, you know, if the dev is watching, to consider getting fixed so you don't like sleep while checking the junk box. You can have my bones, but if you run out of kidneys, oh dear. Once we host our game at his house, said if we find to make 3D models of cars, he'll print them. Oh, nice. For using the game? Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's go sleep. Sleep in the forest where we're safe. You know, spend the night where nobody is mugging us. Please, we're just a child. We're just a kid. Have some mercy. The Oregon Trail, it might as well be. Okay, back to the only safe place, yeah. No, we could have bought stuff in Aikenville today, but it's not safe. It's not safe. Have I played any other TRPGs? Yeah, I've played quite a lot of TRPGs. I also have a lot of the books, so I haven't had the chance to, like, you know, play all the modules and systems that I have. Hey, look, all the best. Welcome in. You sure can do Joe's party trick standing next to someone? She's got the height, it's true. She's got the height, it's true. In this game is Oregon Trail, but it's in a zombie apocalypse. Ah. Okay, 4 junk, that's a good deal. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. Okay. GURPS is my favorite TRPG, highly recommended. Ah, GURPS, classic. Okay, good deal here. Okay, we're making money. Just need to get to 300, and I think we can get to it. He's like 60% left. To be fair, even Mario is kind of 60% on the legs. I don't want to budget that currently. Take the junk. Take the junk. Let's see what the merchant has for us, and then get ready to cover up my kidneys during my sleep. Get ready to cover my kidneys at night. My eyes at like 55%. Okay, here we go. Don't steal too much, please. Please. 5 items! Oh my god, that's like 10 bucks. Okay, that's better than 20 bucks though. That's at least better than 20 bucks. How are we today? Okay, we can sell some junk. Okay. Okay, we're nearly at 200. Nearly at 200. As for some other TTRPGs I've played, like I've played a bunch of stations. I've tried like a little bit of Break, the newer one. I've played Necronica. I've played Lancer. I've played D&D. Done a little bit of Pathfinder as well, but not a lot. I did like the one Star Wars once at some point. I once like looked at one of the Pokemon fan systems, but didn't really get it off the ground. But Ars Magica is my favorite. Could I post a pic of my TTRPG bookshelf? I could, once I finish unpacking. Some of my books are still in boxes. Hey, Anne. These guys are getting bolder with what they're stealing. Indeed. They sure are. Hey Mint, I would love to live in Cashewburg. Oh no, Mint, you don't. This is a rough place. They mug you every night. They make this small child buy their junk forcefully. Steal the money out of his pockets, stuff his pockets with junk, and then tell him, go little child, sleep on the streets. And then they steal his money that they gave him during the day. Oh, I get mugged every night here. The cashews are expensive. Well, I guess it's a good trade-off, you know, if you get used to getting mugged anyway. Like, but you know, I got a feel for the kid. But you know, outside of the mugging, outside of the constant mugging, honestly, Cashew Fuel is very pretty, it's very comfy, nice aesthetic. It's a worthy trade-off. Yeah, books are heavy to move, they are. But that's true, this is a junk-based economy, Mint. I'm not sure if they actually sell cashews, because the shop only has junk, stuff and goods in it. And only junk, stuff and goods. Very sad, very sad. I have so many books. I think a good majority of my boxes when I was moving were books. Like, most of them. I have not gotten rid of any of them because I do not. I like my books too much. But it does mean they kind of just stack due to the lack of space, unfortunately. Okay. Can I buy something? 5 junk for $2. Yes. Yes. Here we go. 5 junk for $1? No. One of these days I want to try Lancer, like Rayleigh and Ditto. There's some interesting designs in there. 5 junk for $1. Actually, yes I can. If it's buying, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Then I just keep buying books. Me too. I say as a person who bought a normal, reasonable amount of Ars Magica. Ars Magica books during the last Kickstarter. I'll show a picture once they arrive in the mail. Just a regular amount of them. You know, a normal regular amount of them. What versions have I played? I played 3.5 a long time ago. Not much of 4 and I played 5. But like all things considered, I mostly just played a little bit of 5 with like friends and stuff. Okay. Let's see, everything is slow today, but I'm not sure if I can still travel. Not sure if we still... This kid gets tired easily. Yeah, we gotta get mugged. At 3.5 for 17 years. Nice. I heard of Mothership. I have not played Mothership before. 8 items. Oh my god, the muggers are getting more audacious. They keep like mugging you for more and more. Oh, Mothership has a single player option. Ah, interesting, because I have thought of like, you know, streaming some TTRPG stuff at some point. Okay, I'll buy the junk. I'll buy the junk. Okay. And then, what's... Okay, Aikenville is the junk sales place and Beachtown is the junk buying place. Let's sell some junk here. Here we go, we're at 2:30. Let's buy some more junk. Gotta find out who has a suspiciously high junk. It's gotta be Aikenville. It's gotta be Luigi. Do not mug the cute Seaban. These guys have no respect. What about Buns and Bullets? Have not played that. Have not played that. That's like a cool name though. Okay, I'll buy his junk. The really good thing is about the Munch has the Outclass Impacts multiplayer. Ooh. Here we go. Okay. The only member of a group who constantly had to sit together wants to do 3.5. That's fair, that's fair. Okay. Finally reached my destination. How many copper wires have I sold? I've sold so much junk. But unfortunately people keep stealing my junk as well. This lady's not actually selling enough junk, really. If a marine fails a fear check, everyone gains stress because they're supposed to be tough guys. Oh, that's interesting. That actually reminds me a little bit of Necronica. Where like if you know, well you have bonds. So like if like one of your, you know, friends gets like killed or whatever, it can like, you know, upset your mental condition as well and so on. Hey, well, greetings. It's either a gun or a dog. This kid could use one of them. Either one. 5 items got stolen. Well, that's still better than if the cash got stolen, but... during the Great Bond Civil War. Different forms of members for bonds. It sounds, you know, pretty on brand. Games guy's obsessed with his setting, spends too much time world building, so planning the campaign. You know what happens. Thank you. Mecha Joe is cute too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, we can sell some extra today. Because we don't have to travel between the towns, we can go sleep in the forest. Let's go sleep in the forest tonight. And we're very close to 300. So soon we'll be able to get a bigger bag with more junk, hopefully. Gotta do some shopping. Go get yourself some junk. Thank you for coming. Have a good rest of your day. Okay. Just gonna get some of the junk from the forest. It's hard to beat goblins and sledgehammers. I mean, goblins and sledgehammers might be the, you know, platonic ideal of a TTRPG that's not actually a TTRPG because it's neither tabletop nor... Well, I guess it's role-playing. I guess it's an... I mean, I guess it still qualifies as a LARP, but like a murder LARP. I think the back upgrade will let me start trading in silver junk. And I think, you know, I'm excited because I think when the silver junk... When we have the silver junk, things will really start looking up for us. Maybe we won't have to sleep on the street anymore. Maybe we'll finally be free. Okay. Okay, let's go to cashew. Or, is it better to sell today or is it better to buy? Depends on how much they mug me for at night, you know? There are dice IPTs like Burning Wheels. That's true, that's true. Now in the case of goblins and sledgehammers, it's you're standing outside in the forest and you murdered the DM, so I'm not sure. I don't think it's a TRPG. You know? That's the main consideration where I don't think it falls under the category. Would have loved it. Maybe I'll write up the rules set for you guys one day as a joke. We can write the rules together. Start to make games out of our murder dreams. I mean okay, so I told you guys the other day. But it did start out legitimate. Kind of. We planning a game in Slayer's D20 last game, but the super annoying player made some comics that pissed me off. Oh no. I'm required to invite to any game I run. I mean, if they're very annoying, then I'm like... I probably would just refuse or just like top the entire campaign. Like, I kind of get it. I get why you cancelled it. Okay. Now we are gonna get mugged. But yeah, no, for the people who weren't around the other day, when I was giving my goblins and sledgehammers story, what happened is it was in $43! I was so close to... Oh man, I was so close to 300 too. Man, it really seems proportional to like how much you have on you, huh? That is so rough. That's so rough. Dang, maybe I should just stay in the forest for a few days until I get 300 bucks. And surely they'll wake up and will realize how much you're taking, right? Bit of Legend of the Five Rings. I have not heard of it yet, actually. Sounds cool though. Actually, the name kind of vaguely rings a bell, but I can't say I'm familiar. But yeah, so the dream I had is that like, basically my dream, for whatever reason, I had to get into a museum. And I had like lost my ticket, or my ticket wasn't valid or something. And I was like, but I really had to get inside the museum. Like, I don't know, maybe I was on a trip or something and I had to be in there. But either way, I had to go in. What's this? Merchant 64. And then... I can remember my dreams. I honestly forget a lot of my dreams as well, but that's because my dreams are hours long. I remember the parts I focus on remembering. You stick out the DMs out, you watch your schedule from morning to night, you have a wallet that's ready for Buffalo Bunny, it's your inspiration. Yeah, no, honestly we can make goblins and sledgehammers work. But yeah, so then in the dream, what I then did is like I went around like one of the other entrances of the museum and I saw like a guy like at one of those like, you know, turnstiles, ticket booth kind of things, and I was like, okay, this must be where I go in. This is where I go to the museum. That's great, that's great. You know, I'll just like, you know, ask him to buy a new ticket. And, you know, the guy like nods at me. I'm like, oh yeah, great. That means that like this is where I can buy the ticket. Thank God. So I go up to the guy in my dream and I'm like, hey. And he's like, are you the DM? I was like, what? And he's like, ah, that's great. We've been waiting for you. This way, this way. Yeah, all the players are waiting. I'm like, you know, in my dream, I'm kind of sweating because I'm not the DM in this case. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, free entry into the museum. And even in my dream, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is probably a bad idea, but at the same time, it will be a funny story for stream if I, you know, just go in, DM whatever group they have over there. And, you know, I've got DM experience, it's fine. And then, you know, I'll be in the museum, it will be great. Then for whatever reason, the entrance to the museum is like a very dangerous, high stakes, like, water ride where I nearly fall out. But that doesn't really matter, because at the end of the water ride, I'm in the courtyard of the museum. Contemplate even my dreams, yep. And now I'm in the courtyard, and at this point it's great because I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just meet the players, and I'm starting to realize this is outside, not inside. I'm like, okay, so it's more of a LARP, that's fine, I can handle it. I've never DM'd a LARP before, but like, you know, I think I can improvise. And like, you know, he's like, okay, great, you can meet the players. And there's like, you know, a couple of players lined up. And like one of them, I remember clearly, is like, you know, they're all dressed up as their characters. One of them is like a goblin girl. There's like a human, there's like an orc, whatever. And like, the goblin looks at me and goes like, an elf. I'm like, okay, is that the setting? Wait, am I in the game? I'm just a DM here. But it's fine. So I start like talking to them, like, okay, so what system do we have? And they're like, there is no system. I'm like, so what are the rules? How are we doing combat? And they're like, there is no rules. And I'm like, wait, what am I supposed to do? And then they all run into the forest. And I'm like, and the guy's like, well, it started, go DM. I'm like, huh? And then like, I go to the forest and the girl jumps out of me at me with a sledgehammer and like tries to murder me. And then all the other players also come out with more sledgehammers. And that's why, and because it was mostly the goblin girl, that's why we kind of jokingly called it goblins and sledgehammers, but that was the dream. Basically. And that's goblins and sledgehammers for people who weren't aware. And I think we can make it work. I think we can make it work. And that's why, you know, we were joking that DM starts for designated mark. This forest is still inside the museum. The forest is like in the courtyard of the museum, like one of those really big museum courtyard areas. Dwarf don't understand the goblin. It's a goblin with a sledgehammer. What can I say? You know, I'm just as confused as you are. But the Bunga Games Corner Puppy was part of the reason. I mean, like, that games often infect my dreams regardless, but, you know, that one was still a surprise. You know, I think you guys are right. I think it was just a murder cult. But yeah, that's goblins and sledgehammers. Maybe one day I'll write up the formal rules. It's you pick a DM and then you hit them with sledgehammers. The DM may or may not need to be aware of what game they're playing. It's optional. Sounds like an erotic dream, but being hit with sledgehammers. Wow, I'm not gonna judge what you're into, but are you sure? Are you sure about that one? The way they took off at the forest at the start was very Bunga Games. There's probably a meaning to it. Now the thing is, I do win. I do win, you know. So it's fine. As long as I keep winning, it's okay. Oh, $300! Oh, but we're in the wrong city. Beach Town, no! They're gonna mug me. They're gonna mug me. I was willing to get into dangerous situation for a good stream topic, it's true. It's just like when I had a dream and I was like being attacked by the mafia, and all I was thinking was like, oh no, stream is about to start. People are gonna wonder where I am. Bambang would be very fitting in this case. Yeah, maybe too fitting. I'll make my life Joe reenact the dream in a stage play. Well, I'm just saying, you know, it's It's, you know, it's a very, very good dream. Let's just be honest, most DMs just do their session prep right before the game starts. And I've certainly been there. I'm late again, the Mafia will be back. The Mafia keeps mugging me in my sleep. And so do these guys. I'm never gonna get to like 100 if like... these guys keep mugging me. Didn't notice until recently, but one of my match pairs has bizarre vivid dreams. Ah, are they at least fun vivid dreams? Or just weird? To the space team during the Mafia attack. I did, you know, did nearly consider it at some point, but I think we have lost James dealing with the Mafia. It's true. It's true, especially at Fallout now. I mean, it is actually, it was like around the time I was playing Ape Escape. It's actually one of my favorite fan arts is when I first told the Mafia dream story at the time. Which when I got this fan art. Because that was basically how the stream was, you know, I was like hiding from the Mafia behind the cards, like, oh man, I'm gonna be late for stream. While they were coming in. Still one of my favorite fan arts. This one's Sneo, by the way, thank you Sneo. Who's known's #1 Jorunna fan. It's Ape Escape because I was playing Ape Escape at the time. Here we go. At those important priorities, yeah, always think about the buns. I mean, I will actually admit that like, when I dropped my big bag of bones, I was very close to doing like a Twitter space because I was like, man, I'm not gonna be around, I'm in the hospital, and I was like, no, I probably shouldn't. I also had no experience, so I wouldn't know how to set it up anyway. Oh, Toastmaster, thank you for the membership. Have you considered DMing Ars Magica on stream? I actually have considered it. I'm a little bit nervous, but you know, I think it would be fun. I think the nice thing is, especially because you're suggesting, you know, some of my friends, Ars Magica is quite an easy system to learn, which I think makes it like, you know, the one issue I always have is like DMing. It's like I get very nervous because like I know a lot of you guys are like really experienced TRPG players. So if I screw up with DMing real bad, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna embarrass myself before everyone. So maybe I'll do like a trial Ars Magica stream with like buns before I like invite, you know, friends over, so the pressure will be like slightly less high. But like it's a fairly easy system to pick up, so I'd love to do it sometime. Someday we'll all be neural-linked and we can stream anytime, anywhere. Know the one so well. I think it would be fun though, I do agree, I think it would be a lot of fun. Okay, hold on. Let's hope for the best and sleep in Beach Town. Sleep in Beach Town. Buy what we can. Sell what we can. Hope we can get to 300. Like you know, maybe I should start buying the hotel tickets to get over the 300, you know, mark. But I'm wondering, you know. Don't know how it works. Oh yeah, no, I've never done a Twitter space before, so I'm not really familiar with any of it. Okay. Okay, I can at least buy these today. And then hoping that tomorrow will be a big day in this town. I think I can hit 300 depending on how much they whelp me during the night. Okay, 7 items. That's okay. They didn't take my money at least. Let's see if anybody... New... Nope, no new NPCs. Oh, 1 new NPCs. Okay, good. 5 junk for $3. That's a good one. Okay. Okay. And then let's... Okay, nice. I think. Yeah. Okay, big bag. Yeah, here we go, baby. This is what it's all about. Okay. Can I not buy these? I cannot. Oh wait. Bye. Never seemed that easy to me. The system, I mean, the thing is like, Ars Magica is a difficult system if you're doing a long-term campaign. Because then you have to do like, you know, advanced planning for the various seasons and stuff. Ars Magica is an easy system if you're doing a one-shot. Because then the players don't necessarily need to learn all the intricacies about doing like research and things. I think that's the best way to put it. Ars Magica is complicated if you're doing long term. It's quite simple if you're doing short term. I think that's probably the best way to put it. This gets you the effects in the lock. I mean, he's homeless. What's the lock gonna do? I don't think it will do much, unfortunately. Okay, so Beach Town is currently the one that has the most silver junk. I wonder if we can find any other junk in the forest now. Should recommend to my friend that only ever goes one system. There's so many cool NFTs I want to try out, but never get a chance to. I mean, there's like an infinite amount, so... When he's selling at the hotel or in, he's never been at the hotel. Because it's too expensive. It's too expensive. But I guess like now we maybe need to start investing into hotel tickets. We might have to start investing into hotel tickets from here on. Hey boss, hey. I guess like to further explain why I think that like Ars Magica is easy to pick up, it's because like if you, especially if you help people either create a character or give them some of the preset sheets, it only takes like explaining the magic system for people to like, you know, and I think Ars Magica in some ways is simpler than like D&D and stuff, because it like really stimulates the creativity. Because basically anything is possible with magic and you don't have to, you know, I think the dice rolling for Ars Magica is a lot simpler. Which is why I think it's actually a really good one-shot TTRPG. It's a difficult RPG for long-term campaigns. Where did all our money go? I invested in the big bag. But that's good, because now I can get big stuff. Now I can buy, you know, goods in addition to stuff. Hey Velio, hey. Oh, Paranoia, that's another fun one. Hold on, let me see. Okay, Cashewburg. We can't go. Well, okay. No, we can't go to Cashewburg. You can't. No, that one we don't have yet. Okay, so that's a shame. I mean, I guess we can go to Acorn and sell some of the little ones today. Here we go. New system used for my gameplay characters are generated completely randomly. Ooh, I mean, I've heard people do that before. You know, if we're talking Bisotane messes, I think the worst TTRPG, or maybe funniest one, that I own a book for is the SCP one that got like kickstarted at the time. Really bad. But if you want to just like have a laugh reading it, it's kind of amusing. Outside of Ars Magica, what other games do you really like? Good question. I fell asleep again. I described it once. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. I've had like fun with Necronica as well. I will say that I have a lot of systems that I haven't played yet, even though I own the books for it, unfortunately. Would you like to sell me 5 junk? No. Still poor Joru. No, we have a bag now. The cursed fatal system. Well, everybody knows about that one. Buy 1 stuff for $8. That's so much. It's so much. 2 stuff for $6. That's way too much. It's way too much. Oh, it's $8 here today. I see, but that's okay. It means I can sell reasonably well. I will say that, like, you know, a little while into the game, I feel like the gameplay loop might be a bit too repetitive. I was waiting for things to, like, switch things up a little bit. But it might need a little bit more. Tried to hug Lopoijo, but she ate me. I did no such thing. That is slander. Most of the characters are supposed to be generated randomly. Well, ability scores in order. Here you go. Which system are we talking about right now? Can I get stuff in the meadow? Or is it just junk? It's just junk, isn't it? Okay. I think from now on what we need to do is get enough cash to stay at the inn. And then travel back and forth between the things. Did Papa make the game with a model? Both. Low model Papa made the model and the game, which is why I got a free key. Type people inside the power suit. Get out of there. Yeah, it would be cool if we could craft, or like maybe if there was like a little bit more variation in like the type of items there are. Because I think some of the like, you know, repetition comes from the fact that there's only like, you know, 2 types of items in the game. It really feels like it would be a little bit nice if there were like maybe a few more options. As a game in terms of gameplay, well, I'll say like it's very pretty, it looks very nice. I think it might need some refinement in terms of adding a little bit more, well, actual gameplay. Yeah, but that. Okay, are you not familiar with VTubers? When people say like Papa or like model Papa within the context of VTubers, it's the person who created the model. It's not their real father, it's the person who made the model. Which I guess, like, if you're not unfamiliar, might be confusing. I'm sorry. Hi Hina, hi Bojanko, hi Dust, hi. I just put it the wig or the artist, both. For 3D models, it tends to be the same person because there's like rarely does only one person do the 3D model and the other person wigs them. Usually it's the same person. I've used people who use Papa more for wiggers. That's true. That's true. Though for 3D, it tends to be the same person regardless. Someone probably has their real parents for our parent. That is actually probably true. That is probably true. I am your father. Take off the mask. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. Okay. I think it would also like help if like maybe the dialogue wasn't as repetitive, or if like people had like events going on different days of the week. Or maybe, you know, characters started like, you know, discussing different things as things went on. You know, I feel like at the moment it's just like a little bit bare bones, like more little events. That would definitely help. You can use Mama or Papa for both wig arts and wiggers too. Chill. You know, without 3D, it's true. Hi, Otto, welcome in. Okay, well, let's go to bed. Here we go. Bigger boy? No, bigger bag. What is with buns lately? Netflix lightly, but I can easily see myself hugging an Reploid and Netnavi. Netnavis are cute, as are Reploids. Okay. I don't have enough stuff. She's selling stuff cheap today. In that case, actually, we want to buy as many of these as we can today, because that's pretty cheap for stuff. It's pretty cheap for stuff. Yeah, they took 9 items. It's really rough. We really are gonna need in tickets. I'm back to see your bigger bag. I do have a bigger bag now. I do. Once are a little edgy-minded. Venting like Joe is more huggable. Can we start a kidney before it gets stolen? God, I wish we could just sell it instead of, you know, getting it stolen all the time. Hey Apache, hey. Need a mechanic to fight back the robbers. I want a mini game, like, you know, in Mario Party, where they, like, you know, have the mini game where you can press the button fast enough to, like, prevent Boo from taking everything in your inventory. I want one of those for this game so that the robbers don't, like, rob me blind constantly. You know, I think that would help. Miss Joanna fan. I think Joanna fan's around. Okay, hopefully I'm gonna go sleep in the forest and hope that like one of the towns has a bigger stuff value for tomorrow. Hey Sogo, hey. I don't think the forest only has junk in it. Oh no, it only has junk, unfortunately. Make it better, make control suck spin like Mario Party 1. Hey, I was actually pretty good at that. I'll take it. Slow boy, how could I fight off the robbers? With a knife. When disguise ourselves as junk gets stolen, take out the lead as well. Smash them with left yeah, it was all a ploy to smash them with sledgehammers. It is a decent starter game, that's true. You know, it is a comfy game in the background. Pretty good at getting blisters. I mean, I did get the mark from the You know, the N64 stigmata back in the day, as everybody did. What's the goal of the game? To get like the capitalism city. I'm pretty sure it's the ultimate goal. Yeah, get a knife already. It's a very deep sleeper, yeah. Honestly, I'd be afraid to be sleeping on the street after getting robbed this often. We end up rage quitting because CPU Peach got too far ahead. Oh man, now our goal is to get to Merchant Lands, which apparently is the end of the game. So I guess it's like the My Little Pony game for like the PC originally, where once you get to the end, you have basically made it. No, that's too cheap. I'll do that. One junk, I'll do that. And I've got any blisters, so I will admit the boost cycling minigame did hurt a lot. I mean, I never got to like bad blisters, but I have gotten like, you know, the redness from the N64 minigames. Like him for the Frankie in Star Trek. Hey, you glitch. Okay, and this is a good place to sell today. There we go. There we go. And now I think this is just for junk sales. This is just junk sales, which would be good if we had a lot of junk to double it. I think we need to start getting an ink card. I'm working on any songs at the moment. If you mean like non-original songs, that will probably take a little while. For covers, I'm currently working on a couple of them at the same time. I wanted to do Ditto Matryoshka. Let me actually buy the ink glass real quick because like I think that's what we're gonna need to do. We want to redo Matryoshka because the first time I ever attempted a cover song and I want to like re-upload it a bit better. Oh hey Taisu, hey. Yeah, I want to double the gold stuff to make back of it. Exactly. Yeah, Matryoshka's Revenge, exactly. Another one I'm working on is Faking of Comedy, Bug. I've also started learning Witcher's Vanity and Necromantic. Trying to think from the top of my head. Those are some of the songs I've been, you know, trying to look at. I actually, you know, started on a cover from Escape the City a while back, but I feel I can do better now. It's just like my general nerves, you know, with covers. But I hope that when the time comes, you guys will enjoy them when I do finish them. Okay, I guess we can buy a lot of stuff today. And then go sleep in the forest. Because I guess we can resell in Cashew. And then still sleep in Cashew, but will that be worth it? Any range problems or heart rhythms? Rhythm is usually okay. Range is range is also fine. The issue is staying in key. Like, range is not the issue. Well, sometimes I can't get low enough, but like high, usually I pitch up the song, so, and then like getting high enough is very problem. Staying in key is the problem. Pitch. Pitch tends to be the issue. Lots of retakes. And for the Doki Dokis, yeah. That one will be a fun one, I think. You'll get there. I mean, it's because the tone deafness, you know, like I often have to ask the teacher, like, oh, wait, do I have to go higher? And she's like, no, it actually needs to be lower here because I can't really tell how far off I am. I just kind of, you know, adjust based on the advice and like the tracker. Which is why these things take me a very long time. Because it's tough for me to figure out where I should be in the song. That's too much. $8 is too much. That's the poor kids. Hey, hey. So like those are some of the ones I'm currently working on. There's probably a couple I'm forgetting. There's like just various songs that I think would be fun to cover one day. And like I'm kind of working on several side by side. But you know, I think like things that would take like other VTuber like 1 week to record takes me several months. Just because like both the practice and the recording and the re-recording and the re-recording after that. You know, it just takes me a little longer. Curious why even though it's hard for you. Thank you, thank you. Junk evolved into stuff. Well, currently we don't have a lot of stuff either. Okay, well at least we can buy a little bit more there. Okay, and then let's stay in the inn, I guess. The shame there's like nothing inside of the inn. Okay, 6 uses remain. I hope this pays off. Like we better get like at least $100 back. We better at least get $100 back from like the inn trading. Okay, I think like at least doing the trades between cashew town today with the other one will help. Will help a bit. And this game came out a few weeks ago. I did get like the key on release, but I was kind of busy with like 2.0 stuff. It really feels like a stand with the spices, right? Okay, well at least buying a few of these should help. And then take whatever I can here. And then travel over. I mean, do I need to travel the other stuff? Is it worth it? I guess like selling at a confirm our stuff will be worth it for today. Okay. Well, I'm just hoping I can get the inn money back. I think we can make the inn money back now. And then hopefully we can... I guess like next goal will be unlocking the next city at 600. Yeah, the inn is a scam when you're poor, but when you're rich it's worth it. Yeah, because they keep, you know, mugging you for a percentage at night. Innkeeper's the one robbing you at night to encourage you to stay at the inn. Honestly, that's kind of what it feels like. That's kind of what it feels like. The innkeeper is the one who's robbing you, because there's no other explanation. And was there a demo? I think the guy who's like worked on it has been like posting like stuff on Twitter and things. So maybe you've seen like videos. I'm not sure if there was a demo. Maybe. I didn't play a demo myself though. It's really evil. It's gotta be that. It's gotta be that. There's no other way. It's gotta be that. You're paying the one way or another. Yeah, either you pay the inn, you know, legally, or they come to collect. Short-haired woman you read before looks like hairpin Mamire. Oh, 12 items during the night. Oh wait, I could have slept in the inn. Dang it, I forgot. Traded 5 junk for an illegal coffee. Okay, well, at least we have good sales here today. Hold on. Get as many of these as we can. At least it means our inn ticket is good for another day. No point in traveling up and down today. Let's just sleep at the inn. Okay. Get the junk. Talk to the people. Like I said, the main issue with the game I feel is maybe a bit of its repetitiveness. I think it would help a lot if like the random NPCs about town had like a evolving story going on between the days. Even still, when you have to guard, these innkeepers are so evil. The Inn Mafia is an interesting concept. I mean, I guess they're invested in making you go to the inn. Hold on, is this the best sale today? Oh, Beach Town is selling them cheap. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's sell what we got and then buy more in Beach Town. Okay. Okay, at least we're making the money back now, so I guess the inn card is worth it. Because now people aren't gonna be like whipping me off during the night anymore. No point, Joe's committing war crimes even here. Usually you're good at not committing war crimes. I'm the one getting mugged. It's not them. I'm the one who's getting mugged. What do you mean I'm committing war crimes? Well, what's that supposed to mean, huh? Okay, let's hold on. Let's first buy some stuff. Let's buy the stuff over here. As many as we can. We could run extortion rackets and have expert pickpockets at Steve killed, right? The Inn Mafia is, you know, it definitely makes you want to sleep at the inn. It definitely wants to makes you want to sleep at the inn instead. Okay. Okay, I guess we're sleeping over again. And being the victim, you're active in participating in crime. Maybe we gotta switch away from merchant life to try making an inn. Honestly, the inn business seems to be working for these people. Maybe running the inn is not such a bad idea. So many tickets to think the towns are nice because the inns are safe. They don't know how hard it is on the streets out here, you guys. They have no idea. Okay. Purchase one stuff. It's not a terrible exchange. Are we... I mean, not much cheaper or anything. Might as well just sleep here tonight. Gotta go. Sleep tight. Sleep burning dreams. Thank you for coming by, Quest. No, Polyjo and RPG Joe are the only good aligned models. It's so sad when they go bad. What have I done today that's evil, huh? All I do is get stabbed and mugged. Where am I to blame? No, Polyjo didn't choose the street life. The street life chose me. Exactly. That's not my fault. You know, as a certain priest once said, it's not my fault. I'm not to blame. It is the innkeepers, the scam that is set this flame. Accommodation is important business, but difficult to join. Hope you have an inn. Yeah. Too used to me being evil. Not used to be me being the victim in this, huh? of all these mugging crimes. It's me doing the dastardly things usually. No Polyjo can be evil. Where's the the black armor, right? 3 stuff for $6. It's something, I guess. Not the best, but not the best deal. That's good. It's an RPG where you role playing the victim. I don't think any roleplay is necessary, it's just happening. There you know, stuff is really looking up for us now. Because now we're getting rich enough to sleep at the inn, so... Maybe I won't be mugged as much. You know, things are Wait. Oh my god, the ink card is one-time use! Oh dear god, at least the other town has an ink card too. Wait, these are not repeatable. Oh no, oh god, we need to unlock the next town before it's too late. Before they take everything away from me. I thought I could buy another. But unless maybe it restocks once your ink card runs out, but if not, then that's a problem. That's a problem. I'm gonna be robbed forever. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a problem. It's a problem. You man, but the Yakuza and masseuse for this price, honestly, yeah. Softlock time. Oh no. Okay, we gotta make the best of it. Needs us a sense of urgency now, true. Take everything back. But what's the mafia thinking? This is not a way to run things. Indeed. Indeed. What are they thinking? We know too much about the mafia and they're exiling us. Oh my god. Oh my god. They didn't know what they know they're trying to dismantle the system from the inside. And that's why they're after me. That's why they're after me. I've got the song stuck in my head. You are welcome. One of the best Disney songs after all. Okay. Okay, what's... You know, we'll do what we can. You know, remember to buy. Keep buying as many as we can. We have another night in the inn, but not many left. Not many nights at the inn left. But we're really well stocked, so we just need like a high profit day. One use remaining. Oh no. Okay, oh this is a good profit day. This is a good profit day. We can sell our stuff pretty high. You sell the stuff pretty high. Okay. Oh god, yeah, it's sold out. Oh, I hope they refresh once the inn is out. Okay, sell these. Sell these. We're at 500 now, which is not bad. Which is not bad. Might as well sleep here. I'm taking part in the scalping industry. I'm just a poor boy trying not to get mugged. Because in Acorn City, it is bad. Can't sleep out on the street. Anyway the wind blows, they have it out for me. For me. Oh god, we have one night. We have one night. No, Polly Joe's life is so sad. It's, you know, Mama just sold some junk. But the inn's outside the door. Okay, I don't... Oh god. Okay, we have to buy an ink card. Can I buy the ink card? Can I buy the ink card now? Or am I just screwed? Oh god, it's really a one-time use. Oh my god. Do we sleep in the forest tonight? Do we sleep in the forest for the night? So we don't get mugged? Oh god, the guns do so much. We gotta buy... The thing is there... Oh god. Oh god. We'll sleep in the forest where we won't get mugged. It's an Atlantic tragedy. I can't believe the impasse is one-time use. It has to be... Is that a bug? It feels like an oversight. Like I feel so sad for Forest Joe. Need to start planning around forest sleeping. I thought like at least I could stay in the inn from now on. Gonna be eaten by a bear. Oh no. Okay. Okay, well at least the prices are decent today. Prices are decent, but I fear the night. When the night comes. When the night falls, it's gonna be all over for us. Oh god. Oh god, I just don't want to get mugged. Oh god. Since they robbed the percents, we were meant to upgrade to the ink forever once we are holding lots, but I can only buy one ink pass. I don't know. How would you do that? There's no ink pass in the shop anymore. Okay, at least these people are offering stuff for high prices, which is great. But if I cannot leave and unlock another one quite yet, unfortunately. I can buy some stuff and resell it for the people who are interested today. It's like kind of expensive stuff, but see, because now we have 700, so theoretically I could unlock that one spot. But if I can be in the inn, at least there's more covered in mugging me. Oh god, the innkeeper knows we're too rich now. He doesn't want to let us stay anymore. Can I really not buy new cards? Oh, thank god, the ink card refreshed. Okay, maybe it's on a timer for when to refresh it. Oh, thank god. Oh, thank god. I thought I was gonna lose like $100 tonight. At the percentage we were out. Oh, thank god. Oh, actually, this would have been a good time. I had so much junk. That would have been a good buy to maybe buy the paintbrush now I think of it. But there's a delay on it. That's so evil. Hi, Lins. Okay. Okay, but now we can unlock the new city. Which means we'll be able to work, I think, towards the... probably like whatever the new option is. Yeah, at least not total monsters, right? Okay. Okay, so we're not gonna... we're gonna buy a bit of junk here. Just like, you know, whatever they have in stock. But we're gonna keep the other $600 to travel to the new city. Make sure it's unlocked. Over here. There we go. God, it was like only a limited time use ink card. That would have actually added a lot of strategy to the game. But... Huh? And please buy 2 stuff for $10 each. No stuff on me, but I can buy some in a stop. No travel more, it's just so expensive these days. Oh, hi there. Did you walk all the way here from Acornville? Sure did. Oh. Out of the way! Move! Hey, Scorpius. Hey. You know, that is pretty good, though. That's pretty good. You love to see it. Bigger cider than the previous one. Excuse me, little fella. I'll buy you junk. Typical Acornian, am I right? Mugged by the bears, then eaten by the cannibals. Yep, that's fine. Guess the Mafia. Oh, I don't have money right now. I'll have to come back for that. Just want you to remember what you stand to lose if you don't keep the pass. I want to make you sweat a little bit. 1 coin, 2 coins. That's $5 for the fountain guy. I'm just collecting this for the fountain guy. I've seen him in the wilderness before. Oh, is there a chance you encounter this guy if you're sleeping in the wilds? Why have I not seen him? We've been sleeping in the forest a lot. What does fast boots so bad? My boy got a pair, now he can run forever, barely getting tired. I mean, that would be useful, I think. Oh, we have a kind of tsundere looking merchant girl. I think are they all siblings? They're all redheads. Would you like to purchase 2 stuff for $8? That's quite a lot. Now, I'm noticing they're all redheads, so... None of those masked weirdos. I took a nap on one bench, they stole all my stuff. Oh, sorry, did you need something? See, there's some kind of subplot about masked people. Oh, it's the masked people who are stealing all the stuff, though we haven't seen them. I hope we can, like, have a conflict with the villains or something. Like the Nurse Joyce or the Officer Jenny's, exactly. Though I like, let me see if I can get a better shot at her. Oh, she's very cute. She's definitely very tsundere. Wait, what's this? A wake mask. Less stuff will get stolen if you sleep on a bench. Oh, it's like one of those tiger masks to make them think you're awake. I'm not shooting people. I'm not shooting people, I promise. Hey, Zoe, welcome in. We also have a bigger bag, which is good. Running shoes. Okay. Well, the bigger bag should be our priority, I think, because that will give us the final stuff. You know, the final stuff to buy. Get some of these. Okay, girls just like Joel. I'm cosplaying a minion. I was about to say I'm not that tsundere. She's hardly cosplaying a minion. She's cosplaying Wario. Wake mask is funny. I do think that like the wake mask is pretty great, especially because we know it's such a big issue in this society. You know, everybody here gets mugged. Okay. Here we go. 4 junk. I'll take it. Oh wait, I don't have money. Warriors pants are purple. Shh. That's what he wants you to think. That's what he wants you to think. The minion allegations. I'm just trying to deflect the minion allegations, you know? Okay, so here. These aren't bad to buy over here. Yeah, the girl isn't cosplaying a minion. Unlike me, I think she looks more like a minion than I do. But I will say, are you guys not seeing that it's kind of a cute combo? In a way, you know? Hold on, it's a better deal in the other town. Let's sell these. Pick some up in the other town. You know, I will say, like, isn't this just proving that yellow with blue overalls is kind of cute, though? I'm just saying. I'm just telling that. Oh wait, it's. Oh no! I went to wrong place. Leave stream out because I'm making instant noodles as dinner. Oh, I hope your noodles are nice. Never said it would mean cute. Fair. Okay, but you know, I am saying it's not necessarily all that minion-esque. But I miss. We got mugged a lot. We got mugged a lot. What you missed. But you know, we're rich enough to sleep in the inn now, so things are starting to look up. Things are starting to look up. You like Artisionia of us too. True. Okay. Man, having the running shoes would be kind of nice at this point, just because you are feeling the slowness of the game. You do start feeling the slowness. Okay. Let's go to the beach city. Here we go. And see about here. I mean, we are slowly making a profit. Hey, Wolfman, hey. Just one more town to go to. Yep. And then we'll be complete. Okay. It's a good enough deal. I feel like the 64 title refers to the number of mugging victims. 64 is the average amount of time you'll get mugged in this game before you're able to buy the impasse. That's honestly, that's pretty accurate. But the minions would have a better reputation if they were cute anime girls. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody has probably drawn cute anime girl Gajinkas of the minions. You know, I've seen anime girl Gajinkas of the Madagascar penguins, so they've gotta exist for the minions too. It's only logical. Oh, okay. It'd be nice if we had like a little bit more cash, but we can go to Cashew Town as well. Okay, so here, buy what we can. There we can. Here we go. I mean, technically I'd like to sell higher. Though it's probably still worth it to like upsell from here. Just to get a little bit more cash on hand. Then again, it depends on the day. I mean, I feel like at this point I'm not sure if it's that worth it to talk to the citizens anymore. Because I think once you get it going, it's probably better to just like keep buying and selling between towns. Because it's like a more efficient one. Which one do I think is the cutest? It's probably between this one, the one beach town. I do think that like, I think they're all cute, but they're like this one. I think the twin tails are kind of cute, and I don't usually go for the Sundara types, but like, you know, I do like the design here. I think the original starting town girl with the long hair is very cute too, though. Now I think about it, like, it's a tough decision. Tough decision, honestly. Okay. Like the tomboys, yeah. Love a good, cute tomboy. You know, I think it's the energy, you know? She's got the strong energy. Hey, also gonna... Hey. Okay, I was hoping we would have, you know, had a price increase. I think it's probably worth it to wait more. Do they all have freckles? I think all of them have freckles. Or did they all have freckles? I mean, like, you know, Minion Girl has freckles. I think the first one does too. Love the show model? Thank you. Come on, let the prices go up. Okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, now we can get a profit. Okay, sell. There we go. They seem to in the thumbnail art. Okay, then they definitely all have the freckles, which, you know, does make me wonder if they're related. There are some similarities there after all. Okay. Then, let's go buy up some junk. Or at least as much as we can. You know, there is like a little bit of a, you know, forced slowdown in the fact that the shopkeepers only stock so much a day. But, you know, once, like I said, I feel like this game's biggest weak point is the fact that there's not much to do outside of just talking to the same NPCs and the same shopkeepers every day. Like, I think like if they added some side quests, you know, or some events, or something like Harvest Moon style, you know, days of the week, and like birthdays, maybe a way to do gifts, and like, you know, seduce one of the girls or something. I think that kind of thing would definitely, you know, add a little bit more value to it. Appetito doesn't have freckles. I do so. Check on the visor. I do so have freckles. They're just hidden. My visor. Yeah, it feels more like a demo at the moment rather than a complete game. You know, like I think, you know, the art is definitely very, very polished and the art is very pretty, but I feel like gameplay-wise it needs a little bit more currently to feel like, you know, full. Seducing with junk and stuff, yep. That's right. Okay, so what we got here, by here. You know, I'll still try to like, you know, yeah, it's a solid foundation for a game, but needs more stuff. Like, you know, I guess my suggestions, you know, if Student Die, who made the game, is watching, my personal suggestions would include side quests, like maybe even like timed missions, trying to get a certain amount, maybe a little bit more variation in the items you can buy and sell, instead of just like 3 different ones. Hey Azalea, welcome in. Maybe like some developing conversation, because like the NPCs even weeks later only have the same things. Like maybe whenever you unlock a new town, maybe NPCs might have something new to say. You know, I think like those would already be like a big start for, you know, adding a bit more variation. Overarching like town, like quests or storyline would definitely go a long way as well, I think. Yeah, a bit more depth and development for the longevity. And also like, maybe a bit gentler on the wobbing at the beginning of the game. Maybe like, you know, something to like 50% reduce how much they steal till you're like rich enough to buy the impasse. We don't use the word seducing anymore, we call it whizzing now. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the Master Wobble Plus is pretty interesting. They should build on it more. Like, I think what would be cool is like, you know, especially because you're basically forced to, you know, sleep on the streets for the first, you know, few weeks of the game. That's a good time to like put like some, you know, random events. Like maybe when you're sleeping, you can actually wake up and see the Wobber. You could like build a bit on that. Like you can like, maybe the Wobber still runs away. But you like catch him in the act and you like see like a potential villainous NPC or something. You know, Harvest Moon is quite simple too, but it does have like, you know, a bit of variation in events and things. I think that will go a long way. Hi Dashi. You're just standing there, it's more obvious the armor has cuts in it for the joints. The wall bubble starts with the second time, you being gradually picks up, it would not feel as hard. So that's also very true. Like if you know, it took a little bit longer before you like started getting like, because like building your way up to unlocking the second town while you're being robbed, it's very nerve-wracking. You know, that one time when I was so close to unlocking the next one and I was like robbed right before it. When you take 5 wage for $2, I'll take it. I'll take it. Like I definitely think because there's potential there and there's certainly like, you know, a bunch of stuff that could be done. Just need to like refine it a bit more. I need more than $2. $3. Yeah, I can also have a bunch of smaller plots. Like, oh no, we have a global shortage of items here. What shall we do? Exactly. Like, you know, like little sub-quests. You know, get so much of this item to this town by this date. Or to like this person. Which I also think once again, you know, a variety of items will be like, you know, beneficial to the game. You know, like I get like keeping it simple. But I think the simplicity makes the game a little bit more dull. Like maybe you can have like multiple types of items within the junk class, you know, within the same category. So for $3 to the low poly lady, let's go. Bandit stole my whiz. Oh no. Oh man, I hate when that happens. From the log keeping expedition. Okay. Here we go. Junk could be the domain of the Mario Skull and NPCs could have unique items. That could definitely help as well, yeah? It's fine in between simple to grasp and being too simplistic. Like, I think there's definitely a lot of potential because it certainly captures the charm of, like, N64 games of the era. Like, you can definitely... There's a strong art direction in what they're going for. It's very comfy. And, like, you don't have to, like, compromise on the comfiness, I think. But actually, I think, especially if you're going for a comfy kind of game, the first hours probably shouldn't you being mugged be like every single night. If you know, if you're going for the relaxed, comfy, low stakes kind of stuff. You know, that's another thing to probably consider. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. You know, like there's a pacing thing, I think. Not like, you know, you probably want to think about. Because I think this definitely, you know, kind of going for the comfy audience. But, you know, if you're doing that, like, have a slower build-up and make it so that, like, you know, maybe the inn could cost, like, a different amount in every city. And, like, your inn cards are only for one city. And that's, like, where you use them. And maybe in the first city, it's only, like, $50 instead of $100. And then in the next city, it's, like, $100 and so on. Just so you're not punished as hard early on in the game. Because, like, to be fair, that's a completely understandable design choice if you want to do, like, a game that's about the hardships of homelessness. Which I don't, you know, despite all the jokes, I don't actually think that's what the game is going for. About how tough it is to, like, you know, rise up from the streets. I don't actually think that's the goal. Which is why I think, like, you know, you can have, like, a slightly different curve to it. Maybe if you have to have more choice between being a nice, affordable merchant and becoming a money-hungry commercial tyrant. Yeah, the distance is kind of like that. It's the Dark Souls of the mugging games. Yeah, from a motel to a hotel to a seat, like, you know, the hotels can get increasingly fancier, and I think that would work just as well. Nice to meet you, Captain Juice. Nice to meet you. A lot of Capsies do talk about losing their jobs. I guess because the only industry in this place is mugging people who are sleeping on the street. You know? I guess that's, you know, the local... Oh man, I lost my mugging job again. Next invitation, it's Hard Knock Life. It's a hard knock life. Or us. Oh, in Acorn Town. We're poor. You know, but like the thing is, I don't think that's... at least I don't get the impression that's technically what they're going for. Got mug skill issue. Clocking in at the mugging factory every day. Just gotta clock in at the mugging factory again. It's a hard life out here. But at least there's stable work to be had at the mugging factory. You know, I think, like, you know, this is like just a random suggestion, but even like some small kind of mini game could probably, like, to like ease up the tension once again. Could be like something very simple, like, you know, fighting off the muggers at night. You guys get what I mean, though. Like, you know, there's ways you could, like, change things up, that you're not just walking up and down between the same 3 cities, talking to the same NPCs. One of the Texas simulation. I think the game is the first ever mugging simulator. I think it might be. I think it might be. Okay. Also because, like, at this point in the game, like, you can still talk to the overall NPCs, but it doesn't actually seem as worth it. Because, like, it's probably just more efficient. But, like, I think another thing is it's very easy to button mash. Like, this is small, like, nitpick. But it's very easy to button mash through the overworld NPCs and not see what they're offering. And I can see, like, how it can become a bit tedious. You know, like, every time having to wait for the dialogue to fill in to know if it's worth it to get something. Because as you guys may notice, like, it takes until the second screen that any of them make you an offer. And the offer, of course, is at the end of the sentence. Which makes it, like, it kind of feels like 10 seconds wasted, especially if people don't have anything good to offer that day. Which, like, I feel is, like, another reason why it becomes, like, less enticing to talk to the overworld NPCs. And that's not necessarily a situation you want to be in. Yeah, not having a no button at first is also very confusing. I'd probably implement a no button there. New item nearby, an anti-mugging mug. Calm down the mugger with painting the mugging berry. I mean, I wonder if the mask will completely eliminate the mugging. Because at $2,000, like, you'd hope it would be, like, worth it to sleep on the street again instead of buying the inn pass. But if it doesn't, then I think $2,000 is kind of cheap. Like, steep for it. Hey, Waring, have I played any of the Mask Effect games? I played some of the first game. Never played the second or third because I got too distracted landing and getting all the resources on every planet, kind of like Star Control. But yeah, you guys kind of see how it's a bit slow getting through, like, all of those NPC dialogues. It eliminates mugging for one night only. God, what if they mug my mask? Spent $2,000 on that? And that's the other thing, like, here, I don't actually know how much I bought stuff from her. Because it's too easy to, like, press through it by accident and not know what the offer of the person is. So I'm not sure what the best option for that is. Maybe rather than in the dialogue, their option like appearing separately in a box to the side or above, so you can at a glance immediately see what and for how much they're buying or selling. So you can kind of know if you want to bother with them that day. Also, like both to guarantee that you don't accidentally mash through it, and also so that you don't, the player doesn't feel like it's too tedious to talk to the NPCs all the time. Hey Katsi, hi Ton. I guess those are some of my suggestions. I'm not sure if this is like a finished project or if there will still be like work done on it or not. But those would be some of my initial suggestions. Should be an option for stashing the junk. Yeah, maybe a junk hole in the forest where you can hide it. Should Papa the Sonic guy? Sure is. At the time I commissioned him before he did Sonic, which is probably for the best because I'm not sure if I could afford it right now. I'm sure he probably raised his prices after he worked on the Sonic movie. It's really nice with all the other mechanics. It has potentials, yeah. I will say that like more than a finished game, it feels a bit like a demo at the moment. Or something like, either early access or an itch.io game. Feels more like a demo than a full game. We just got an update, but not sure if they would add content. Maybe more music. More music could also be nice, because it is a bit repetitive currently. That's also a good point. Yeah, good on him if so. Like, it would be nice. Like, I think definitely, like, proud. Like, anybody, like, it's kind of cool, like, having... having like a model that's like done by the guy who worked on Sonic 3, Hope he can up his prices, Game recently got an upgrade on April 6th, but I'm not sure if they would add content. Okay, and then... I guess it's still an improvement to sell here. And then hopefully soon we'll be able... At 1200 we can buy the next bag. So we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Oh, we need to buy an ink card, so we're not getting there so quickly. Get a god-mugged music track, yeah. Oh wait, this person... Oh my god, this... Oh! This town doesn't sell ink cards, huh? Oh god, I'm gonna get mugged for so much money. I guess you have to make sure that on your last night of the ink cards you're not in this town, because they don't sell them. Uh-oh. Oh, how much was the damage? $106! Need to get a proper rest. Sleep tight. Assume any dreams. Thank you for coming by. Jeez. Okay. That's pretty rough. That is pretty rough. That's the equivalent of a whole ink card. That would have been like the equivalent of me buying the ink card. Oh man, hi Kuro. That's ouch. That is ouch. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess never be in like Cashew Village when your ink card wants. Wait, they're not selling ink cards here either. Why? Oh my god, it actually takes several days to restock. Is that it? Is that it? Why are there no... Where are the ink cards? Hold on. There's no ink card. Okay, there was. Okay, it's just hidden. That's kind of weird. I guess that's a... Why do I... 4 users? Are the ink cards per city? Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Now I'm confused. Huh? Huh? It should be like 8 users. Now I'm confused. Let's go to beach town. Let's go to beach town. Huh? Huh? Is this a glitch? Let's see if someone checked into it and asked them where they got the $106, right? Maybe they stole my ink card users. Yeah, it's still sold out here too. No behind the creation love, but it just gets cooler and cooler the more details we hear about it. I mean, the creation story is kind of boring. I just looked for... Well, actually, I think I saw like Mega Man, like Legend style low poly fan art on like my Twitter timeline. I was like, oh cool, I'll reach out to see if the model can be done. You know, back then the story wasn't so exciting yet. Did I break the game? I might have broken the game. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned. But I can at least go to the inn again. Bit suspicious, bit strange. Okay. I mean, this is the place to be buying, so... let's, like, be careful around the other city. This was also called Magman 64. Yeah, depending on where you're playing. This is early access. So I think it's out of early access, which I think... I mean, personally, I feel like it might be a little bit too bare bones still to be out of early access. I hope they'll still add some updates with, like, a little bit more quest content. Because I think it's technically the full game release, but I hope a couple more things will be added down the line. Here we go. Okay, now hopefully we don't get mugged again. Because I think, like, honestly, the main thing missing is story. And I get where, you know, I get where the inspiration comes from. Because, like, Harvest Moon is definitely a big inspiration in both art direction, alongside, you know, Quest 64, as well vibes of it. But I think, like, having maybe a calendar in-game where certain things happen on certain days. So you want to be in certain towns on certain days for, like, a festival or, like, something like that. That would definitely add, like, a little bit of a, you know, change up to the same old, you know? As it is, it's a bit monotonous currently. So I think, like, what definitely would help a lot is if you had, like, you know, in-game events to look forward to. Because that's how Harvest Moon, you know, breaks up the monotony. You know, it's like one person's birthday, or it's like another person's... It's like the Easter festival, or like that kind of stuff, you know? Ending holiday effects for people to return to check out the game. Even that. But even just something simpler, like, you know, if, like, some of these NPCs are permanent, like, even if it's just a shopkeep goes, if you could, like, add a thing where, you know, you could maybe, like, start romancing one of them, or maybe, you know, even if it's just their birthday, if you don't want to add the romance aspect, that's fine too. But I think that would, like, change some, yeah, little Timmy's fell down the rare event. I just think that will add some, like, variation to the game. Where's Quest 64? Hey Daka, good morning, good morning. And I think, like, my simplest suggestion would probably to be, like, well, my simplest suggestion is probably to, like, fix the way the overworld NPC interacts, so it doesn't feel as tedious talking to them, to figure out what they're selling or buying. My slightly more complex, because I know adding events would be a lot more work. My slightly more complex thing would definitely be to add a calendar system. And a bit more of a storyline, because there is something there with the muggers and the, you know, masked men. And, like, the guy who lost his job. When Becca finished the Indiana Jones book, you got to finish it. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good, fun game. I enjoyed it. Okay. Here we go. Do I have the ink card? It's hard to tell. How's it going? It's going alright. Okay, we still have a bit of the ink card. I think the ink card's... I'm also not sure if the ink card is glitched or not. It's hard to tell. Looks really cute. I think the game definitely... Like, it has the framework of a good game with potential. Absolutely. Like, it looks very cute. I think the direction on it is very strong. Just, you know, needs to achieve its potential fully. Okay. Get what we can. And then, not the N64 era polygon economy. Absolutely. It's really cute. How's it going? It's going well. Hi, Niels. Welcome in. How do you win this game? Apparently you win once you unlock Merchant Land. So once Merchant Land is unlocked, apparently that's the end of the game. And I'm sure once I get, like, my bag, that's something we can strive towards. Hopefully. Presumably. Here we go. And we can buy the new bag at the store. Hopefully soon. Here's an idea. You can't fight them. Join the Mugger 64 Retro Thief. That should be the sequel. Mugger 64, where you keep mugging a kid every night. We go to the Merchant Land and buy in to switch the jobs. Yeah. we can finally, you know, settle down in the sweet, cushy inn life. Look at the slug, you won! Slug game, best game of all time. Now you're just being ridiculous. Yeah, that would just be silly. I mean, we can still resell for hire. Get a good day. Jackpot buttons are more reminiscent of the Sega Saturn and the N64. I mean, the jackpot buttons will also bring me back to Harvest Moon as well, actually. So off to bed for me, sleep tight, as your body dreams. Slugger 64, Super Mario 64. You know, one way or another. Okay. With these. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have a good selling day. We can start buying the bigger bag. Let's check the prices. Okay. Okay, it's a decent selling day. More buying as well. Better selling in Acornville. That's okay, that means we can come back the day after. Because Acornville has the right prices. Here we go. I mean, it's still technically worth buying these as long as we sell them on an Acorn. There's still $1 profit at the very least. Straight Up Murder for a re-release of Shining Wisdom on Sega Saturn. Never got a working Shining or a working Saturn. Ooh, I never actually played Shining Wisdom. I think it's been recommended a few times and it does look very pretty. So I am kind of curious about it. And like, to potentially check it out at some point. But I'll have to look for it. I know like streaming from the Saturn is possible because I know Matchia has done it a few times. So, could look into it at some point. There we go, now we got big money. We can finally go buy the card. Reminds me of the menu backgrounds in Kirby 64. Oh yeah, those are like the... What is it, checkerboard or is it more like plate pattern? But they definitely are. Indeed, indeed. Okay, take these with me. And either way, we're gonna go to the big city, regardless of prices, because we're finally gonna buy the big bag. And it's finally big bag time, baby. Here we go. I got adorable life. Well, I've been getting mugged quite a lot. There's many Dorobles in this game. But unfortunately... well, actually, fortunately, we're finally rich enough to, like, sleep at the inn. And rich enough to start buying big stuff. Let's see how much gold stuff goes for, I think. Yeah, no, that's a good... You know, this is the goods. We can now buy goods. We have junk stuff and goods. Okay, buy. Buy as many goods as we can. Okay, now it's coming together. Hopefully. Now it's gonna start coming together. Okay. Let's see the price today. Okay. Okay. I mean, technically, that's not bad. It's not bad. Let's go to Beach Town, I suppose. Sell some junk here. Sell the good stuff at Beach Town. Sell these. Buy these. Go to Beach Town. And buy goods. No more beds for us. It's true. You know, maybe we can finally leave, you know, the homeless street life behind us. You know, maybe it's finally coming together. I hope we don't have to sleep on the street anymore. Okay. Okay, get what we can here. Sell what we can here. Get more of these. There we go. There we go. Not bad. All we need to make sure is that we keep track of our ink sleep so we don't sleep in Cashew Town when it happens. Need to walk softly, carry a big stick. Yeah. Imagine not having to stab another hobo for the slice of melon. Real rich people pleasure. Okay, so we're gonna go Beach Town to Cashew work. This game reminds me of Foghorn. Oh yeah, kind of goes for the same kind of aesthetic that Foghorn does, doesn't it? That is very true. That's very true. Okay. Let's actually sell some of these because I think we can get bigger profits here. Okay, here we go. Fate worse than the bad ending of Reciteer. Oh god. It's okay, capitalism ho, we got this. We're finally getting around to being rich. We're finally, you know, picking up the pace here. Okay. Let's see. mean, it might... well, at the very least we should sell these. I think we can sell the other stuff for higher. So let's hope we get a higher spawn for that. Okay. There we go. How many stays do I have left? 2 users. Okay. It's very good mode of this game to have this art style and then talk about me mugged. You know, for a second I thought the game might be going for some kind of like serious plot. Because we heard about the guy being fired and people getting mugged. But then again, I don't think it actually is. I think that's just coincidental. And I was like reading too much into it. Which kind of makes when it happens a little bit funnier. Okay, it seems like we can actually buy higher quantities now. It seems the game gets a bit smoother going. Once you actually start having more money and more options. Which is a bit ironic. Because it does make the start of the game a lot tougher. Comparatively. Let's buy more of these. Sell some of those. You can make a full-blown personality test in this community based on what the game reminds us of. If it doesn't remind you of mugging and a hard knock life, then you're wrong. There might still be a big plot reveal. I hope that there is a plot reveal. Because otherwise, if it really does just end when you get to like Capitalism Town and that's just like the end of the game, I won't deny being a little bit disappointed. If that's all you work up towards. Because then you're... You know, I hope we're not just grinding money in the shops for 3 hours with like no ending. I hope there's like at least, you know, a cutscene or something. Okay, I think for today we... Okay. So here. It's like reading Pokédex actually on a cute Pokemon and saying this creature will steal your babies, right? Here we go. Yeah, it's definitely taken a lot of work. We still have one more in night, so I think we can stay at Cashew Town, no problem. Okay. But yeah, no, like the thing is, like it definitely feels like the kind of game, I think just because we've become so used to aesthetics like this, having like the plot twist, like creepypasta thing, that just kind of half start expecting it. But it's not exactly helped by the fact that you keep getting mugged every night. It's just a metaphor for real life. Yeah, that must be it. Is Cashew spelled wrong on purpose? I think... Wait, is Cashew spelled wrong in this? Only that is the ending. Why would this game be any different? Yeah, only that will... okay, well, we'll go from Cashew to... we'll head to Acom... no, we'll get to Beach Town after. For the better profit. Okay. Okay, sell those. Okay, buy those. Okay. Taking out the Bun Adventure demo. Oh, thank you. Keep in mind, Bun Adventure, it's very rough. It's more of a it's more of like a portable, you know, lore video than a full game. Though there are like some improvements being made on it, which I hope I will be able to update the demo with soon. With like extra levels and extra functionality. I'm house hunting in 2025. I'm desensitized to horror at this point. House hunting in this economy. I'm impressed. Oh wait, I should have gone to Beach City. Ah well. Yeah, we'll just, you know, get the card. Oh no, I got mugged. Keeps happening. It keeps happening. Uh-oh. Okay, what are we up to today? I guess we'll go to Cashew. We'll buy stuff here, go to Cashew. Open the real number reveals the kid's cock, and this is how, you know, we start the empire. It only takes 5 years of saving, but we're almost there. You got it, I'm in same hell. All of you guys trying to buy a house, you are very brave. I hope you can manage. More like Mug Adventure. Definitely feels like Mug Adventure. Definitely does. Well, you know, at least we've been able to fairly consistently stay in the hotels now. So I think, you know, things might start turning around soon. Okay, here we go. You know, now we have a decent amount of cash again. There we go. And like I said, like at this point, because we're dealing with like such big purposes, like big like amounts of spending, it really doesn't feel worth like talking to the people in the overworld anymore. Which is a bit of a shame, because I don't think you ever want to like start discouraging people from doing so. Good luck, house hunters. Okay, start getting some of those. I mean, at this point we actually have enough cash to like just wait for the high profit margins. Which luckily we got in one go, but I wonder if like at this point it might be worth like waiting longer. Just to get the higher profits here and there. Instead of just like buying for the little ones. Well, Lego House in the Swingway. Wasn't there a movie about that? Like about people who like voluntarily let themselves be shrunk down for the sake of like saving some cash. And all the benefits of like a cheaper lifestyle, but they had to live in a dollhouse because of it. Never watched the movie, but I have heard of it. Okay. There we go. I watched that. Was it good? I only know the concept. Yeah, downsizing. And I thought the concept at the very least sounded interesting, but... well, there was yours. I mean, you can, you know, basically have a rich everyday meal. You can be so cheap. Being able to fight the house is not the issue. The issue is to sell it and arbitrarily just give the house to someone else. Ah, who outbids you fair? How about Honey, I Shrank the Kids? That's the original downsizing. Oh, it's actually a good movie. Oh, okay, okay. Like I said, I never got around to actually watching it, but the concept at the very least sounded kind of interesting to me. From what I could tell. It was a very bizarre movie. Okay, okay. Just never go outside again. Nothing can kill you. I mean, that is also true. Mixed feelings about it. Actually, I could just like buy the 11 year. Just wait for 15 when it, like, you know, the price goes up again. I just never go out. I mean, to be fair, I think in the downsizing, the people just like live in like, you know, very fancy societies. I guess it does make travel smaller, but they could make like small travel destinations or something. Honey, I Mugged the Kids. Yeah, that's actually the game we're playing today. It's actually the game, Honey, I Mugged the Kids is today's game. That's okay, I'm not a huge fan of satire. It's a little too on the nose. Oh, it was a satire. That was like a sci-fi. Wasn't expecting it to be a satire movie. Okay, okay, we can buy Goodyear. Yeah, let's just buy everything and sell everything in Beach Town. Okay. Let's get all of that in there. Okay, okay. Huh, wasn't expecting it to... That's right, the Master Thief is my father. You know, can you imagine it was like the person mugging us is just our father? He's teaching us a lesson about not living on the street here. Still, come home. You're not cut out to be a merchant. Come home, son. Oh, in the classical definition, where it's more commentary on modern day. Oh, I see, I see. Gotcha, gotcha. Concept was neat, but there was a lot of scenes that were unsettling. Oh, they shaved the main character. Oh. Why? I see, though, I see. You see the other thing that, like, the fact that it doesn't seem worth it anymore. It's like really interact with the NPCs in the overworld. Makes me wonder. I guess $200 is not that bad, but will I be actually rifling through junk at this point? Never noticed your new model. I mean, technically, this is not a new model. I've had it over a year. It just hasn't shown up for about a month because of 2.0, but this model has been around for a good year or so now. The hair doesn't stink properly or whatever. Oh, because the hair doesn't shrink? That's so weird, that's so random. So if they shrunk with the hair, they just... Oh, okay, well I see how that would be a problem, but... Huh. I mean, that's a choice they made as a movie, but... There's no fee when entering other towns. No, you only have to pay the town fee once. Now I already paid off the other fees. I got my merchant license. Because it's not alive, they would probably have to remove your nails. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. That's not a very nice idea to be thinking of. Okay. I guess maybe, yeah. Not fun of that idea though. Not fun of that idea. Nails don't count. Oh, thank God. This feels like an excuse to have the lead actor be naked. Yeah, instead. One day we'll reach command mission. Don't worry, command mission will still happen. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. It's just been put on the back burner for a little while. While I was doing 2.0 stuff. Okay. Here we go. We're waiting for a big day for the gold junk. Now you see this low poly model, I get really nostalgic seeing you hand articulate again. Don't get a lot of hand articulation today. I mean, to be fair, you don't get a lot of it during the games, but... you know, there's at least a little bit of it. Command mission drop in common. Don't worry, it will come eventually. We'll get there eventually. Okay. Here we go. Just keep on moving. And you know, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go save up for merchant lands. Because I'm not sure if I see the words in buying the other items. Because at this point in the game, I'm not sure if I'll be sleeping outside. Like, maybe the sleeping outside item shouldn't be 2,000 bucks, but rather one that you buy early before you can, like... you know, before you can buy the ticket to sleep inside. And then that would, like, maybe feel more worthwhile in that case. Like, fast travel is interesting because you can travel as many times as you want without sleeping. But in that case, that's basically would theoretically be nice, but that's $5,000. You're so close to finishing the game. I feel you might as well just get the extra $1,000 to finish the game. You know? That item should have been earlier down, yeah. This case is like needs random events or something spice of the tedium. 100%. That's what I was saying earlier. Oh no, I slipped outside by accident! Oh god, what's the damage? I was trying 13 items, oh god. I was trying to look in the barrel. That's another problem they need to fix. The actual goal is to go to merchant lands. But what I was saying basically earlier, before I panicked, is that I think what the game really needs is a calendar, a la Harvest Moon, with random events. You know, things that happen on certain days. Things that, like, you know, to look forward to. Birthdays, that kind of thing. Maybe a developing plot, where, like, every few times you sleep outside or in the inn, you get, like, a random event with character interactions and that kind of thing. At least it wasn't a ton of cash, yeah? Maybe in the future I'll get a high-quality 3D model. Yeah, one day, one day. They even went close to the money. It would have been so bad. Oh god, it's better they take the items. Really polite to not just take the whole pack. Indeed, yeah, reoccurring characters that evolve. That's the other thing. Like, I thought that, like, because there's these NPCs on the overworld that are permanent and have, you know, non-merchant dialogue lines, you'd think their dialogue lines would change over time. But their dialogue lines don't change over time, which is like an odd choice because I feel, you know, that would be beneficial because that's a way you could tell a story. Like, you could, like, just set a flag for it where, like, the story, like, changes, like, every single time you open up a new town. And that's, like, how the story progresses. Because, like, I think new towns are the logical progression markers. Because you have to pay money for them every time. What the game needs is a ability to purchase the clock. That's true. To prevent mugging while he's asleep. Yeah, so it's lacking in something to drive you forward. Because, like, you know, at this point I'm invested. And I'll keep going. Till I, like, you know, I guess get to Merchantville. But honestly, if I was playing this, like, off stream, I'm not sure if I would be as invested. Because I think at this point I'm kind of like, you know, let's at least look all at the ending together. But it doesn't feel quite worth it, I feel. Because it is just like 3 hours of walking up and down between villages as it is currently. And, you know, and it's not necessarily like, you can definitely go for like a little bit of monotony in games. But in that case you have to have like another driving factor. You know, like in Harvest Moon, there needs to be something to like mix up the thing. Either more items, side quests, story, calendar system. Yeah. when this much work definitely gives way to higher expectations. Like, I actually half expect to just see the credits roll for the last town. And I hope it's more than just the credits rolling when we open the last town, but... Like, the foundation is there. It's, like, very pretty. It's very atmospheric. You know, the soul is in it. But it's lacking some of the gameplay. That, like, you know, could make it excellent. Exactly. Unless it's a gameplay mechanics I completely missed. But I don't think there is any gameplay mechanics I missed, unfortunately. Yeah, it feels like you've basically seen at this point everything the game has to offer. At which point it's just a grind to, you know, get the last bit out. Yeah, there's not a lot driving you forward. You don't have enough money? Oh god, I'm gonna get mugged tonight. Well, let's hope they get some junk instead of everything else. Yeah, if there was more depth, it would be great. The visual design, the vibes, they're on point, you know? Like, I think it's a solo project. But I definitely think, like, you know, having some script would definitely help. Like, it has just a core loop, the aesthetics, but it's missing the rest of the game. Yeah, it's kind of hard to apply that. Like, if you could make more conscious decisions, that would help too. Yeah, the main thing you got looking forward to is getting mugged again. You're daily mugging. Yeah, like, I think this is a game that definitely needs a couple of updates before it's honestly ready, I feel. Like, MC moves around a 7-day rotation. You can only buy stuff on certain days. Exactly. That's a good plan. It's a good idea, because then you could add more item variation. You could make it so that you have to be in certain certain towns on certain days. So you're starting to plan out where you want to go and what you're, like, saving up and, like, that kind of stuff. Like, you could even, like, play off debts, buy a house, like, have more of a story. But, like, I think, like, some kind of calendar, like, rotating thing would fix a lot of things, both in, like, events and gameplay mechanics. You know, have, like, a special salesman who only comes in on Saturday or something. Roguelike deck building elements. That's the evil talking within you. Where's the skill trees? Yeah. It's very good for an indie project. It's very good for, like, you know, a solo project, I feel. But, like, it feels like it's missing something that drives you forward. Gives the option for the kid to be able to buy a taser. Yeah, that too. Yeah. I don't think it needs a dungeon minigame. No, it doesn't need a dungeon minigame. It just needs something. Like, I think, you know, there's a bunch of cute NPCs. Like, I thought, like, having these cute lady NPCs, for example, I thought perhaps, you know, we could start talking to them. We could start, like, you know, learning their story, their interactions. And I think that would definitely be, like, an improvement already if you, like, were able to learn more about, you know, the regular Overworld NPCs. If you could befriend them, if you could, like, get their story events. Yeah, weekly, monthly markets. Yeah, the developer is primarily an artist, and they definitely excelled. Like, I think there's a strong foundation of the game. It's a cute concept. People like merchant games like this. It's just, like, missing the hook to keep you playing, essentially. It's just currently missing the hook. Is the main thing. Yeah, more cute lady interaction. Hey, Kawaii, welcome in. For $1 billion, you can put ladies in outfits. I'd honestly, like, saving up for, like, fun, like, alternate outfits or something could actually be a way for people to, like, strive towards more than just, like, unlocking the next town. Hey, TMG, hey. But, like, I think, honestly, just having, like, some more, like, little interactive events would go a very long way. Like, it doesn't have to be very in-depth. Like, hell, the Harvest Moon, like, you know, character events aren't very in-depth. But, you know, some events for when you're sleeping on the streets. Some events for, like, when you're, like, hanging out in town. You know, there's a lot that can be done with it still. Here's potential. Spend all your hard-earned cash on a date, yeah. There we go. Like, and I think that would definitely, you know, like, making friends with stray animals. Like, there was an implication, like, there might be something in the wilderness, but at this point it feels like a waste to go to the wilderness by the time you find out about it. All these people look like me because they're made by the same papa. They're technically in a different style. Well, it needs its gambling. Okay, so what I was thinking, well, actually, Now we have a bunch of junk to actually like make this worthwhile. That's what I was like waiting for. While I was buying a bunch of 2s as well. So let's see how this goes. And now this should theoretically sell for like 4 instead of 2 the next time it's available. Missing out on being able to yell capitalism ho, yeah? Gonna spill soda in my joints? Don't get my joints sticky! I am mechanical. I mean, this would be like what you do in days like Iris with the tomboy. Yeah, that would be cute. Like something to like break things up like that. That would be great. Hey, service at synchronous multiplayer? No. That's the devil talking, Watermelon. That's the devil talking. Don't listen. Okay, now we can do the big sale over here. Yeah, and I think that sold it for extra. Because that should have been more, I think. Probably. Promoting painting junk gold to make it more expensive. Yep, that's how we do it around here. Oh, here we go. All up to devs making good points. No asynchronous multiplayer. No roguelike deck building in this game. It's not necessary. That's not what was missing. Of course, it's no online marketplace. I don't think that's necessary. It just needs a little bit more to keep you engaged, that's all. Like, get you invested in the characters in the overworld. But the auto-battling, no auto-battling. Live service game with seasonal content and ranked competitive play. Okay, online marketplace. That's... Now this is the devil talking, you guys know this, right? How about the battle pass? Well, we'll see. Don't forget the achievements. Extensive gacha, wordless dailies. Yeah, of course. What was I thinking? Of course, in cosmetic paid DLC. Don't forget. Don't forget. Crafting survival mechanics. Raid Shadow Legends collab. Permadeath. Skin that's $15 for the bag. Battle pass, lots of bonfires. You know, we need all of it, it's true. Yeah. Book it, sell it. That's right. Here we go. And we are getting closer. Can at least go back to Cashierburg. Merchant 64 season pass. That's the big money. Just get to the capital. You gain the ability to trade in NFTs. You gain the ability to make real life mint NFTs of your purchases. Making the CFO out. Horse Armor DLC. Also separate horse DLC, yeah? When people actually cared about achievements and gamer score hunting. It was fun once upon a time. Well, I know, actually I shouldn't say that because I have friends who still care very much about achievement hunting, but... Okay, we're very close to getting the final town. Which version will be best girl? I feel like the first girl will be the sweetest. The final one, like this girl is the tsundere, which I think of it as a tomboy side. And the one in the middle, I'm not getting a read on her. She seems very sweet too. I'd probably go, like, despite not usually going for the tsunderes, I like the hairstyle on this one. I go to her, the first girl. I think I know one. I think we're thinking of the same one, yeah? Needs event exclusive roles that won't come back for another 6 months to enforce the FOMO. How about DLC for other DLCs? At the Chow Garden? Wait, hold up. You're onto something there. Now you're cooking. Keep talking. Hold on. I'm listening. Only 10 more bomb followed for the custom one. Nice. DLC infection. Okay. Yes, we'll go over to the middle town again. Ultra Deluxe Premium Edition with art book OST and game cosmetics. There needs to be little creatures you can bet in-game currency on. I mean, I never say no to a pet racing sim. But, you know, that is, you know, adding extra stuff where I think the main part of the game still needs refinement. So I'm not sure if I'd immediately jump on that, but I also never say no to it, you know? Also never say no. Okay. Hey Willy, hey, gambling call. Don't forget 2-hour unskippable tutorial. Otherwise we lose money on the refunds. Welcome back, Chocobo Breeding. 10 times more. Oh, 10 times more. Ah, sorry. Misread that a little bit then. Let me see. We might be nearly there. Okay, let's go to Cashewburg. And I think we'll be able to cash in. And head to Cashewburg. And then tomorrow, I'll be able to move on. I think there's a single video game I've created by a species that wouldn't be objectively improved by including the Chow Garden. Like, I might be biased because I like the Chow Garden very much, but I'm never gonna say no to more Chow Garden, you know? Might be thematically out of place in a lot of places, but I'm never gonna say no to it, is what I'm saying. There we go. Now we take one more nap, and we'll be able to open up the merchant place. It's the developer scene that loses money, it's the developer. From what I know. Because it's a full refund. Sonic Adventure 2 needs another Chow Garden. It's finally time. Now I'm hoping there is at least a cutscene. Like I hope there is some payoff for spending, you know, 3 hours just walking up and down. Because there's not much else in the story, but there's like hints at story. So I'm hoping there's something at the end of it. The pass to Merchantland has been purchased. Remember this, once you go there you cannot return. Make sure everything you want to accomplish is finished before you leave. I understand. Okay, so it is a no way back. And it's a no way out. But, I mean, what else is there still to do? Like, I can buy the faster shoes. But like I said, the faster shoes are like so late in the game that it doesn't feel worth it to get them. I can buy the map. But also so expensive that late game you don't need it anymore. Can buy the mask, but late game you're not sleeping outside. I guess we can check the wilderness, because there was like one hint that maybe people might be in the wilderness. Like as a random chance. I'm not actually sure if it is, but it's to miss. Like, did we miss a side quest, right? Of not getting stuff gets you the bad ending. Oh wait, okay. Hold on, we did get a random event. Maybe the guy only spawns in the wilderness after you've seen the statue in the town. Okay, so that is worth coming back maybe once you unlock the third town and I've talked to the guy. Hey, I gotcha. Having the walk is one place to trace. Okay. So I feel it's like kind of a little Easter egg. Let's see. Oh, you found me. Did you know this area was added really late in development? I didn't plan on including it. But the game was just too boring without an extra area early on. Well, to be fair, it's a wise choice to add it, because if it wasn't, you'd just be getting mugged every single day early on. Without a place to go, that would have been a very painful early few weeks. You know, anyway, if you want to see something else that's interesting, meet me at Merchantland. Okay. Got some junk. That sounds in the tail. I think it's a different clown. Dennis Rich walks from place to place. He sure does. Merchantland is people. I don't trust him. I'm pretty sure it's the developers like self-insert, because I'm pretty sure that's like the avatar on Twitter that the dev has. I guess the dev note is the only side quest. I feel like there needs to be like more like this kind of stuff, so there's like a sense of discovery and adventure. Like even if there's like, you know, it's not like I'm, you know, endorsing fetch quests, but like even if there were like a couple multi-day side quests where you were like delivering things back and forth between town, would like at least add a bit of extra dialogue and exploration, which would be like easier to implement between like NPCs, I feel. Hey Swoki, welcome in. So the job where I could easily replace most cozy games was built upon. Found junk, I put it in the trunk. In the clown sauna. Okay, I guess that's one final sleep in the wilderness. We'll go off to Merchantland then. Hi George, welcome in. Okay, I had the ability to rob other people. I had the ability for revenge. go. Did he have a name? Well, hasn't introduced himself. Oh, do you want to go with suit and tie? Okay, I guess that is the name. So it is the developer's name, because it is suit and tie. Friendly as wilderness editor. Nah, there's no muggers in the wild. Okay. So there's nobody else to interact with here. It's just the guy. Okay. What's this? Oh wait, no. Okay. So there is, I guess, like if you find him in the wilderness, it's just like an extra little side quest. Where he's only here if you found him in the wilderness first. Suit and absolutely. Oh, are these 2 different endings? I technically saw online that there were 4 different endings on the Steam page. So I guess those are 2 different endings. What would the other different endings be then? I half thought that maybe it would be, you know, 1 for each girl, like whoever you sold the most to or something. But in that case, you'd expect him to be here, huh? Luigi has his own junk with rich junk galore. Are we actually missing a lot of stuff? Let me actually see. Because I'm probably only gonna play this the 1 time. Let me actually check the Steam's page to see like what the other ending requirements are. Or if anybody has mentioned something about the other ending requirements. Because that does mean like, if there's like 4 endings, it feels like we're missing out on a major part of the game. Okay, there's somebody asking for the ending guide. Nobody's mentioning. Let me see. Okay, so one of the endings is indeed going with the guy at the end. Okay, one of the endings is getting all the upgrades. And one of them needs you to get the $10,000. Okay, okay. Oh, have fun with the game. Thank you, George. Thank you for the super chat as well. Yeah, I guess like, as expected, there you have to like buy everything for one of the endings. I guess that's the one reason why you would in that case. Deacon is not just a hobby. Junk lore is actually a thing. There's a lot of grinding for other endings. Let's go for this one because I guess it's the one we actually unlocked. It reveals your existence is a Unity game. Okay, we slept 69 times. Nice. Okay, so you do get the bad item for not getting all the items. Can I still continue? Let me see the other ending. Let me see the other ending. Oh, okay, so you only get that ending once. Let's see. Let's get the bad end, I suppose, then. Set up shop in Merchant Land. You opened up your own shop. Okay, well, it feels like a neutral end. Oh, is Sundar Girl canon? She, like, shows up in this ending? Okay. Well, I see. I will be honest, though. Considering it will probably take us, like, another hour to, like, grind up all the items and get, like, another 10,000 cash, I don't think I'm gonna go look at the other endings. Especially if it's just, like, a single slide. You know, I'm not sure if anybody has, like, you know, uploaded it to YouTube yet. If you guys have, like, a video of it, we can take a peek at it. But, hi, Q, hi. Is this a demo or full release? Full release. Yeah, it's quite a lot of work for that. I guess, like, you know, I've already... Let me take a sip of my drink. Undergo has evolved the Undergo. I mean, I've already kind of, you know, before we go to the next game, I'll give my proper thoughts. You know, I've kind of went over it throughout the entire video. But I'll go over it again, I guess. Like, you know, I can be honest because I'm not sponsored to do it. I just got a free code, but that means I'm not contract bound to only say nice things. Sorry. Where's the Freckle ending? I know, right? I'll say this. I think it has a very nice framework. I think there's a lot of potential. I know the creator is primarily an artist, so I feel a bit bad criticizing them because I think like you can definitely see where things shine. I think the game is $5 currently. There's something here. It just needs a bit of extra work. Like, Like, I feel a bit bad criticizing it because I think it's his first game as well. So for that, I want to say, like, it looks very nice. It's very pretty. I think there's definitely a nice core mechanic here. It just needs to be built upon. Like, it leaves you a little bit wanting. It's a very nice atmosphere, and I think there's a lot of potential, you know, if you're watching and if you're interested in updating it. I guess, like, my main suggestion would be to add events. It's very good for a first game like that, but absolutely. Like, you can only, like, go up from here. Like, I think for a first game, this is really nice. It's very lovely. It's very cute. I think you nailed the aesthetic with it. And I think it can definitely, you know, it's an open canvas waiting for more colors. I think that's a really good place to put it. Like, my main suggestion would be, first off, to, like, small changes. That one garbage can that's next to the sleeping place, either put it a bit further away or make it that interacting with it also doesn't put you to sleep. It's an easy mistake to make early on. Very, very small nitpick. I guess, like, I'll do my suggestions in, like, ascending order of difficulty and effort to put it in. Second suggestion, maybe make it, like, a little bit less rough early on with constantly being mugged. I feel like the mask that you can buy that reduces the amount of mugging you get, having it late on feels a little bit useless, especially because it's $2,000, and that late in the game, it doesn't really hurt a lot to be paying $100 a night to, like, sleep in the hotel anymore, because you're easily making $100 a night. So what's the point in paying $2,000 for the mask that, like, reduces the amount you get mugged outside? Whereas early on, the hotel is very expensive. So maybe, you know, having a mugging repellent item that's a little bit cheaper early on would be a nice intermediary upgrade before you know, unlock the hotel. Make the clock, eh? Yeah, the fact that you want mechanics where it shows how good the foundation is, absolutely. I think, like, yeah, especially when it's a third of the price to win. The same thing with the fast travel map. The fast travel map being $5,000 when it's $1,000 away from winning the game feels a little bit much. I guess for the S ending, you need to buy everything anyway, at which point you're gonna have to buy it. I get that it tries to be expensive because it lets you travel quite freely, which means you can visit 3 towns in a day instead of 2 towns in a day. But I'm not sure if it's worth $5,000. Then from there on, I think those are my smaller criticisms. Next step up would be the easier to implementing more dialogue for overworld NPCs. Like on the medium level of things to implement. The few NPCs that are there that are, like, permanent could definitely have, like, a progressing storyline. It would be nice if we learned more about their characters as, like, you unlock new cities. Especially nice, I think, would be for the merchant girls, because we get to zoom in on them. They feel, like, you know, more special than the other ones. Even if you're not introducing, like, a romance mechanic or anything, getting to learn a little bit more about them would be quite nice. Then another step up from that, I think, especially late game, it becomes a bit too tedious to talk with the overworld NPCs anymore. And one of those reasons is that it's both easy to click through, you know, the dialogue they have. And also because it takes way too long to find out if it's worth, you know, trading with them that day. I think having, like, a little square, you know, above the dialogue box that, like, once you get close to them, immediately kind of shows what they're buying and selling, and or making it pop up earlier would, you know, make it not feel as worthless later in the game. But I think that's gonna be inevitable anyway, because you're starting to trade pretty high volumes late in the game. So I think, you know, unless the NPCs are starting to, like, up their, you know, offers, they're gonna kind of start falling by the wayside. Yes, Valhalla tax would definitely elevate it with trading instead of bartending. I guess from there on, I suppose, like, you know, getting to the things that would be harder to implement. I think these are, like, you know, still, like, getting more difficult. But I think the slightly harder things to do that will take, like, a lot more work, but I think will be worthwhile, is because currently there's not much, you know, to work towards. Even if you're not doing a calendar style thing, I think any kind of cutscene, any kind of random event, just to break up the monotony. Because once you're in it, the final 2 hours really are just walking up and down with very little changes. With very little changes. So I think that some suggestions. Random cutscene when you're walking into a town for the first time. Random cutscene if you're a certain percent of hitting a cutscene when you're sleeping at night and you see the mugger getting away. Would be nice to add an NPC that we keep hearing about this masked man, we never see him. Would be nice if we could maybe catch him in the act one day. Report him to the police. I don't know. There's a storyline, but it's never developed upon. I think something in the wilderness could be fun. You have a fun wilderness. It could be something with animals there. I think maybe one day you run up to one of the merchant girls and she's missing some of her stock. It's the same mugger that's been going after you. Maybe there's a quest line in there. Speaking of which, quest lines I think would be a way to really amp up this game a little bit. If even the simple fetch quest, as long as the writing is good, a little bit up and down where you learn more about character stories, where you have to manage your items back and forth, even if it's just delivering something, would definitely go a long way. Someone stole my freckles? My freckles are right here. Yeah, it's definitely something where if you keep cooking, it could be great. Different music for different towns would go a long way. If every town could have its own identity with different music, I know soundtracks are probably something. I'm not sure if you made them yourself. If you're outsourcing it, I get that can be expensive. I would love getting features like this, so not doing anything wrong. Oh, thank God. And then I guess other small things that I would suggest, I've mentioned here this stream, a calendar or something that adds events to town. You definitely, I think I went through it pretty efficiently, but I still spent 69 days. At that point, that could have been a little festival in town, that could have been a birthday, that could have been a set event, a market on the weekends that happens once in a while, and it will break up the events with it in a way that's not as, not as boring, unfortunately. Yeah, an antique roadshow event, more of a variation in items that could maybe make it worth holding onto it. Someone stole my nose. My nose is right here, but with the freckles. It's just little outfits. I think if you want people to keep playing beyond the end game, which is quite sudden, but I guess it's a first game project. I guess this is kind of My Little Pony style. This is where you end it the second you go over the rainbow. But if you want people to keep playing, then if you're following the Harvest Moon idea, and you have 3 very cute girls here, you can start adding a romance mechanic, but I think that's a later down the line kind of thing. I think at its core, what the game most needs currently is a story. Even if it's a very light story. Honestly, if you've watched the VOD, you'll notice that half the time we're kind of yelling at the mugger, especially early on. You've got an antagonist. You've got an antagonist, and everybody hates him. You even allude to it in some of the NPC dialogues. I'm sure that during game testing, you also hated the mugger. Work on that. Maybe eventually, get him arrested, and basically you as a player can now sleep for free on the street. What do you mean the mugger is my Hoshi? I think that could very easily be your overarching story. If you want something nice and simple to go with, mugger arrest plotline. Half of the NPC dialogue is there already. But then the mugger escaped. Oh no! Maybe he's part of a larger mugger society. I don't know. Hey Alkener, it's a nice number of days, yeah? That is $5, a good price for what you're charging for it, yeah? The hints at characters like the mugger does make it feel there's more going on. I feel there's a story we don't get to see currently, which is a shame. But yeah, I guess that's basically my opinion. My final thoughts on this. I feel a bit bad criticizing it. I got the game for free. Thank you very much for the codes. Please don't hate me. I definitely think there's a very nice foundation here, and the graphics and the style and the charm, the atmosphere is there. It just needs one free story DLC from being a completed game is what it feels like. Yeah, if you solve the mugger side quest, you can get some advantage with someone. Exactly. I feel You know, a couple side quests that will go a very long way here, even if they're quite simple. Hey, Yusuke, hey. Yeah, definitely a good job. Was proof my us wanting more rather than say it was bad. Exactly. Like, I think the foundation is there. It just needs to be built upon. That's basically it. But I did provide another game because I figured, I did see on the Steam page it was like, said it would take 2 to 4 hours, which is correct. So I have another game ready. But for that, I'm gonna shuffle off the YouTube site into a new waiting room. Because I made a separate thumbnail for it. So let me schedule the next one. And then I'll send you guys all over. Let's play. I actually can show you guys off while I set things up. What the next one's gonna be. Minesweeper Solitaire. No, different game. This was another one where Dev reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in trying out the demo. Once again, I'm not getting paid, so I am free to give my honest opinion. Sorry, devs. I'm incapable of not being honest. Decent game to look here. I hope you're doing alright. Yeah. So this is gonna be the one we play next time. I'm just gonna set up the next stream on the YouTube site. 1 second. Here we go. And this one, it looked kind of interesting. I don't often take devs up on the offer to play demos. But in this case, it's like based on Bubble and Bubble. And Bubble and Bubble is a game I like. And also I figured I'd have some extra time tonight. So I figured I could just do like a 1-2 with it. And give it another look. So here we go. Double game, yep. Hoshi Simulator, Yoshi Simulator, they're very cute. The pixel art in this is really cute. The pixel art in this is very cute. It is adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go to the startup screen. Just so I can, like, you know, switch everything over. So don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be right back. It won't be long. I'm just gonna start up the next game. And then we'll start that. So 1 second. Okay. Just 1 moment. Gonna send YouTube Squad to the next stream. Send you guys to the next stream. Say goodbye to YouTube. Bye bye. Bye bye. I'll see you again soon. 1 second.